Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another stream. This is the Monte Fisto, back to finally finish 999. We are in the mid-section of the final ending, so this might be a little bit of a longer stream. Hopefully we're done before midnight. That's pretty much the long and short of it, because I know the final plot sections can be pretty long. The conditional ending, like the not good but not bad ending, the one where you get a lot of questions answered but everyone dies, that was a lot of fucking information, a lot of plot dump, but also a lot more questions. It answers a lot of questions but leaves you with even more questions. Overall, really good game. Yeah, it holds up, it really does. But let me just dive into this bitch. And we also have recently started Silent Hill 2. I am liking it. It has that same Silent Hill feel that Silent Hill 1 had. So there's some consistency there, although it is a bit of a slower start than Silent Hill 1. I got you. Oh, what's good, Trevor? How you doing, bro? What you playing tonight, man? Let's just continue. Yeah.
You guys ready?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we should be able to just like steamroll through these final puzzle rooms. So really, the only time-consuming thing is going to be the plot aspect of it.
It's open.
Anyway, I got some beer here, as I always do.
Let's do this!
Hurry!
It's been quite a week so far. Not like bad, but it's like, I don't know. It's tiring. It's a tiring week already. It's fucking Tuesday, bro. Not even Wednesday yet.
Jumpy.
What the hell are you doing, Junpei?
They got the Dogfish Head pumpkin ale, which I think of the pumpkin-themed ales that have been in circulation near where I am. This is actually one of the better ones.
No time to waste, guys.
I actually think the Sam Adams one ain't bad, but the
Look, the door on the left.
Sam Adams one, I feel like they might be a little bit too sweet. I think it was Sam Adams. I know I could be completely fucking up and think of some different brew. Tuesdays are the armpit of the week. Such an awful day. Yes.
Stop. This is the second time we've gone through one of these numbered doors.
I would have thought a guy your size.
What?
You.
You.
I'd like to.
So we've seen this shit quite a bit. So we'll just skip through this. So this is the...
There's a short hallway and
mannequin room? Yes, this is the mannequin room.
This is the only option we've got.
Yeah.
This is the one where you learn that Seven is a degenerate.
On that iron.
It says if this thing.
Well,
might as well. What's wrong?
No,
let's just.
Huh?
What the hell is this?
Why don't we?
Hey,
What?
Clove. Hey, what's?
He's opening up this other beer. I'm still using my beer stein from the 70s. Pretty fucking sick.
This is.
What the?
I like it.
Man. Shut it.
Oh, what's?
Yeah.
Hey,
from Germany, allegedly.
Jeez. Anyway, I'm talking about. Yeah.
So that would make it a legitimate beer stein.
And a doll.
I don't think it's.
You think?
Or maybe.
Yeah, Silent Hill 2 so far, it's a much slower start. I just remember with like Silent Hill 1, you know, you wake up in the fucking. Well, I guess there's this like tutorial section where you have the crash card, and then you go into the alleyway, and then in that alleyway you morph into 9 Inch Nails dimension. Then immediately you wake up in the the diner, right? The cop gives you a gun, it's like, hey, I'll be right back, and then a fucking like skinless pterodactyl crashes through the goddamn window. I don't know. What a great way to start the game there. Alright, let's grab this. Yeah, it's a slow burn at first. Yes, and I mean, I see what they're going for, and it is definitely cool. A lot more human characters. I mean, I guess you did have Dahlia Gillespie in the first one. and the cop and the doctor. So there were characters in the first one, but they were all to the main plot, where each one of these characters in Silent Hill 2 seems to be a standalone story, at least so far. It's definitely intriguing. Big chest. Oh wait, do I combine this with that? Nope. Being it's being very generous to Dahlia, calling her a person. Oh, I agree. Important to be polite. What is this one? They have this one written the fuck down. I mean, it's not a hard one. Carbon dioxide. Let's see. O2. It's 3. First number's 3. 3, 4. 3, 4, 9? Is that right? There we go. And cutscene. You know he wanted to drink it. I saw the hesitation. Oh, he was saying like, oh yeah, we could drink the stuff. No, I'm not actually gonna drink it. As soon as we walk away, he's totally going to. It's fucking desperate.
Yeah, I think that's probably best. Hey, 7, what's up?
Oh.
Wish I could like drink and hit the X button, but it's hard.
Is that a medicine bottle?
I got
Let's
curious.
try and pour more beer into my beer stein.
Ethylene diamine tartrate?
Yeah, that's right. CDT.
What kind of medicine is that?
It's not medicine. I think it's an industrial strength detergent.
Well, it could be medicine.
Why would they have something like that here?
Well, probably to clean stuff up.
Clean what up?
Fuck if I know. Still, it looks like it's cleaned my brain up.
What, you remember something?
Yeah.
So I'm in a battle of drinking the head while pouring more beer. It's impossible.
Well, I remember a story about EDT.
Sounds strong enough to make the brown amethyst pristine again. I don't think any cleaners that strong.
Happened about 50 years ago.
Brown amethyst, I like it.
There was this factory somewhere in America making big old EDT crystals. They were making it to sell as an industrial strength cleaner, like I told you before. But a year after the factory started up, something strange started happening with the crystals they were building. Water molecules started attaching themselves to the EDT crystals. This made them into a sort of mutation of the original crystals, called a hydrate. Once the crystals turn into a hydrate, though, it's useless as a cleaner. The factory had to just dump the crystals. As a hydrate, they were useless. But it didn't end there. After that day, the same thing started happening in EDT factories everywhere, even ones nowhere near that first American factory. They'd been making crystals the same way, with the same materials and the same equipment and environment. But now, all of a sudden, every single crystal they formed turned into a hydrate. In fact, ever since that day, no factory anywhere has been able to make a pure EDT crystal. Even in EDT research done years before, they'd never gotten a hydrate. After it happened at the first factory, it just spread. It was like, how do you say it?
Like the molecules were communicating with one another, transmitting information in a way humans couldn't perceive.
You watch Alex Jones too,
This
huh?
phenomenon spread throughout the world, right?
Yeah,
We're breaking the conditioning, boys.
But how did you know?
I heard another story, kind of like that one.
When?
In the freezer?
What? The freezer?
Yeah, June told me.
Ice that doesn't melt at room temperature, huh?
That sounds familiar?
Yeah, hold on. I feel like I can remember something. It's right there.
Do you know about Ice 9?
Ice 9? Ice 9. Ice 9. Ice. That's it. I remember now. That woman, she's on this boat.
That woman?
Alice!
Who's Alice?
Come on. The woman who won't melt at room temperature.
Huh?
You know how the Titanic sank on April 15th, 1912, right?
The weird thing is they get that wrong. They mentioned it being April 14th. This whole game except this line right here. It's been bothering me since we first experienced this cutscene.
Yeah, more than 1,500 people died. Worst maritime accident in history.
It's a weird typo to have.
What about it?
Did you hear about the boat that was sent to collect the dead bodies?
I think that was the RMS Carpathia, right? It was a cruise liner, just like the Titanic.
No, that was the ship that picked up the survivors. The ship that collected the dead bodies was the CS McKay Bennett. The McKay Bennett showed up on April 17th, 2 days after the accident. It set out from Halifax, a port in Canada, and recovered 306 bodies. The Atlantic that far north was really cold. It would have to be for there to be icebergs and stuff. Anyway, the bodies they pulled out of the water were frozen solid.
This isn't a very nice story. So, what happened next?
Well, they say the McKay Bennett recovered something more than just dead bodies. There were various bits of stuff floating around in the water. Things the drowned had carried with them, or stuff that dislodged as the ship sank. One of the things they found was a coffin.
A coffin?
Yeah, a wooden one. The craftsman who made it must have been pretty skilled. It wasn't just a wooden coffin. It was all wood, no nails, no reinforcements, no gaps in the wood anywhere. The crew got pretty curious about what might be inside it and opened it up. They had to get a wedge and hammer it open. It was so well made. Inside, they found a woman. Or, I guess you should say, they found the dead body of a woman. Her hair was thick and black, and her skin rich brown with no blemishes or signs of decomposition. They say that she looked gorgeous, like a goddess. She was obviously dead, but everyone who looked at her said she just looked like she was sleeping. Her skin was so lifelike, she looked like she might wake up any minute. And she didn't. Like the rest of the bodies they found, she was frozen solid. Eventually, the McKay Bennett finished searching and returned to Halifax. The 306 bodies were unloaded and taken ashore. However, it was warm enough that they began to thaw. They say that the stink was horrible, but there was one body that didn't thaw, and that was...
The girl in the coffin!
That's right. Everybody thought for sure that she'd melt and start to rot like the rest of them eventually. But weeks passed and nothing happened. And a month passed. And another. It was summer, and she was still frozen solid. After a while, people started to say she was some sort of miracle. Rumors about her started to spread. People came to visit Halifax from all over. After a while, people started to call her All Ice, Alice. Of course, those rumors didn't last long.
Why?
Well, she up and disappeared. One day Alice was there, the next day she wasn't. They say someone snuck into where they were keeping her and stole the body. With the body gone, the rumors followed pretty quickly. After a while, no one remembered her. You might be able to find something about her if you could find a newspaper from back then, but that's about it.
Wait, you just said that she was on this boat.
Yeah, I did. Alice has got to be somewhere on this ship.
Now why the hell would you say something like that?
Because I know.
And just what is it you know?
What happened to Alice after she was stolen?
Alright, tell me. What happened to Alice?
Well, around that time, the word was that there was a special black market in New York. All millionaires from all over the world. I've heard that Alice went up for auction there. The person who won the auction was Lord Dashiell Gordain. You've heard that name before, right?
Lord Gordain. Oh, isn't he the guy who bought the Gigantic? The Titanic's sister ship?
Yeah, that's him. Although I guess he hadn't done that yet.
What do you mean?
Gordain bought Alice in 1912. 4 years later, in 1916, he bought the Gigantic. And he hid Alice somewhere on the Gigantic, but nobody knows where. He died in 1931, and apparently he died without ever telling anyone where Alice was hidden. However, well, he did have one close friend who asked him, "Where is Alice?" And he said, "Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge beneath the navel of the Gigantic."
What the hell is that? Is it some kind of riddle?
Your guess is as good as mine. So that's it. Whatever you think, I believe it. She's hidden somewhere on the Gigantic. In other words, she's hidden somewhere on this ship.
Hey! What are you two doing over there? Stop wasting time and get over here!
Okay, we're coming.
Jeez!
Yeah, so anyway, that's the story. It might be useful someday. Don't forget it.
Alice.
That mummy wasn't just a normal mummy. They say that she was frozen. The story says that from the time of its discovery all the way through to when it got put on the Titanic, even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted.
Then was that Egyptian priestess Alice?
Layla's barking in her sleep right now, and it's very cute.
Did the water in her body become Ice 9? No, that's nuts. There's no way somebody like that could exist.
Alright. Let's keep on. Oh, you know what else I was doing recently? I was playing more of Pikmin 1. I mean, I'm not far in it. I just, whenever I have a moment, I'll like try to find one or two ship pieces. It's kind of great in that way. That's like really pick up and play. What is a day in that game? Like an hour, maybe? But I think right now I'm at 8 of the 30 ship pieces, so I'm like almost a third through the first game. But yeah, just fun. Like it really is shockingly. I'm kind of kicking myself for not trying that game earlier. Cause I did briefly have a GameCube. I mean, you know, I talked about playing Resident Evil 4 back in the day, but like we got like a PS2 practically at launch year, you know, 2 years after that. Probably that sounds about right, like 2003. Picked up a Xbox, and then like right before the next generation happened, we picked up a GameCube, like used, and just kind of dicked around with some of the games we missed, and so I kind of experienced a lot of GameCube games. You know, aside from like going to friends' houses and shit. Still, Pikmin would have probably been cheap as shit used. It's back when like used game prices were actually reasonable. Now used game prices are like $5 cheaper than new. It makes no goddamn sense. Well, it makes sense because fucking douchebags who are just price speculating by buying a million old games. There's one thing I bitch about quite a bit, I know. Back. Alright, come on, yep. Then we look at the number, and then we start switching these bitches around. Wait, excuse me, motherfucker? Alright, let's do this shit. Beautiful. Alright. Good. Did we miss something? Oh, I guess Clover stays behind and then we talk to her. I believe that's how it happens.
Oh, what's up?
Where's Clover?
Huh? Oh, God
Yes.
damn it. Where
There
the
we
hell
go.
did she go?
I was hoping I didn't fucking somehow like annihilate the good ending.
Okay, just hold on a minute. I'll go
Missing
get
one
her.
fucking thing.
Sure thing.
Hey, Clover, what's wrong? What are you doing? Did you want to come back here and say goodbye to John? Hey, Clover, can you hear me?
My brother.
Huh?
That's why we couldn't find him. If he's dead, I'm going to be next.
What are you talking about? What's wrong with you?
It's not 100% wrong. I mean, you know, usually Lotus wants to, usually Lotus is gonna be next, but whatever.
It's in my pocket somewhere.
She's usually third,
Here it is.
if it's not us.
A 4-leaf clover. Hey, did you know? Each leaf means something. Hope, faith, love, and luck. That's what a 4-leaf clover stands for. Take it. Use it as a good luck charm. Listen to me, Clover. No matter what happens, you can never lose hope. You have to remember what's most important, and that's to have faith and to have love. If you can remember all of those, that'll bring you good luck. Snake, I mean, your brother, he's not dead. He's alive, somewhere. I'm sure of it. You've just gotta believe in that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now come on. Seven's waiting for us
Now
at the
eat
exit.
my goddamn ass.
Wait, before we go, there's one thing I want to ask you.
What's that?
What do you think when you hear the word experiment?
What?
Fists and lots of lube.
Oh, I guess it was just a coincidence.
Oh, alright. That wasn't the answer I should have given you.
I mean, that you knew about the four-leaf clover.
Look, I'm sorry. I don't want to be a jerk, but you are making less than no sense right now.
Oh, no. It's nothing. Just forget about it.
Oh, don't give me that. You really think I could just drop this? What is this experiment you were talking about?
You promise you won't tell anyone?
Cross my heart.
Really?
Really?
I can trust you.
I
right?
feel like if everyone in the game, just like in that first hallway, just kind of went into everything they knew right away, we could probably avert a lot of this.
Of course you can.
Okay, then. I'll tell you. I'll tell you what happened on this ship 9 years ago.
Wait. On this ship?
Yeah, this ship. It was an experiment to test some sort of psychic thing, communicating through these fields that you can't see.
Fields that you can't see?
Like, think about this. This is John, right? But is he really John?
Huh?
Isn't this like Locke's socks? Or the ship of Theseus? You don't know? You haven't heard of those paradoxes?
No?
Really? Okay, well pay attention then. This is how Locke's socks works. Let's say I've got a pair of socks. They're my favorite socks. One of them gets a hole in it. What would you do if that was your sock, Junpei?
Well, I guess I'd patch it up, get some cloth, and close up the hole.
But what if another hole opens?
I'd add another patch, I suppose.
What if another hole opened after that?
Another patch, I guess?
Well, let's say you just keep adding new patches until eventually the original cloth of the sock is totally gone. Once you get to that point, can you really say they're the same socks you started with?
Well, that's tough. So, that's the Locke's socks thing?
Yeah, the ship of Theseus is a lot like it. The ship of Theseus.
So how does this have to do with the experiment 9 years ago, though?
If you keep fixing the damaged parts of a ship, eventually it ends up with none of the parts it started with. Can you really say that ship is the same one you started with? And what if you took all the old parts from the first ship and built another one somewhere else? Then which ship is the real ship of Theseus? The one you repaired, or the one you built with all the original parts? Hey, do you think it's the same?
What's the same?
These guys. Is this John? Or is it Lucy now?
John's head and heart are both his, but apart from those and a single arm, the rest of his body was once Lucy's.
Once again, this New Age propaganda.
We're just like these mannequins. Think about it. The cells in our body change every day. Old ones die and new ones are born. Maybe part of my arm is made of stuff from a fish I ate once. Or maybe part of your right side is made from a cow you ate. If you take it a little further, those cows and fishes are made from something else too, right? That's how we're all connected. Through fields that can't be seen with the naked eye.
Hey, what the hell is taking you two so long? How long are you gonna make me wait? We don't have time to screw around.
Yo, Seven, smell my fingers, bro.
Oh? What were you two doing?
No, it wasn't. We were just playing with the mannequins.
Huh?
Let's go, Junpei.
Playing with mannequins, huh? Didn't know you were into that kind of thing, Junpei.
You're a dick. Alright, I'm gonna open it now. Is that cool?
You don't need to keep asking, just do it, alright?
Fine then.
Why would he ask first? That's fucking weird, right?
Alright.
Hey man, what's up with you? You're so serious, you know? Can't you sound more happy?
Not really.
My brother might be dead. I'm going to be next.
Like hell I can. Not after hearing something like that.
There too, huh? Every door in this place is locked up tight.
How about that one?
May as well give it a try.
Jumpy!
Huh? June? And Santa? And Lotus too! Whoa! What the hell is this?
What are you doing here?
What? But we didn't...
Hey guys! Could you come take a look at this? Look on the wall here.
A map of the ship's interior?
It says C deck.
So it's the map for this floor then?
Door 7. Door 8.
Yeah, we aren't gonna. We
All
might
right,
get
we'll start
otherwise.
skip
That's
through
how-
these a little bit to get through it
Wait a
faster.
sec.
I have been brainstorming what I'm going to play
Oh.
pretty much immediately after
We may as well.
Spooktober's finished.
Oh,
I think
I almost forgot.
I was going to
We should keep
prioritize
this.
Dragon Quest V, but upon second thought, I think I'm just
Ready?
going to jump into the next Tales game.
I knew it. We're
I
back.
don't know what it is about the series because it's a little sloppy of a series, right? They have like almost too many ideas. At least it's from playing Fantasia, but like it's fucking something
In the hospital room.
fun and cool about it.
I see. I believe I understand what you're saying. The
Probably
6
play
of
that,
you split into 2 teams.
couple of games that
and
we
went
can do
through
one-offs,
doors 7
and,
8.
That way we can leave one
You
slot
solved the
open
puzzles in the
for
operating
when
room
Mario RPG.
and the laboratory. And then
Just
met
shipped
one
me, I have that
another
ship
in the
pre-ordered.
hallway after opening your respective
So I can
locked
jump
doors.
right into that.
At any rate, I know I said I would. I didn't think it would.
Well, we saw each other. Anyway, we found the key. Ain't that right, Junpei?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, we found it. Here. I might.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah. The Jupiter. The Saturn. And the
The Jupiter key is supposed.
yeah, if the map. Then next to this.
Wait, what about door 3?
Look, you saw the map, right? It's the same as 7 and 8. Just lead us back to the big hospital room. There's no point to seeing what's on the other side of that door.
There is a point. At least there is for me.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Snake might be on the other side of door 3.
Very well. I'll be coming with you then. I've had a nice long rest. I think it's time I was up and about again. So 7, you'll help me, won't you?
Huh? Damn. Well, I guess that's how it's gotta be. So I'm going with you.
Yes, you are.
All right. Okay, we're heading out.
Freaky, kind of weirdo in retrospect, right? Is like Clover distrusts 7, and Santa is trying to kill them, but Ace is trying to kill Clover and Lotus. So like, the person that Clover does not trust is probably the one reason that she's still alive right
Be
here.
careful.
Whoa.
Freaky.
Don't let it go to your head. I'd be in the rest of us can.
Okay.
All right, we should get.
Huh?
Get moving.
Where are we going?
Well, it would be a waste of time. Let me explain.
Should I skip this, or I mean, like we're
Oh,
kind
I
of
get
half
it.
skipping it right
We're
now.
gonna see if we can get anywhere interesting with the
I
Jupiter.
don't think there's really anything
If we're lucky, we might find
plot-wise right
Snake.
here until we regroup with the others after they get out of room 3.
And here's the Jupiter symbol.
All right, Junpei.
Yeah. On.
So that means that the 7
Great,
door
back to
is
the beginning.
absolutely
sure?
mandatory.
What do you
I
mean?
mean, technically all the doors are mandatory.
Well, we already searched every inch of this room, didn't we? I'm asking you if there's any reason we came back.
Of course there's a
Of
reason,
course
you
there's
fucking
a reason.
idiot.
And
Gotta use these
sometimes
keys,
like, huh?
motherfucker.
This.
This and the I'm lost.
Don't you and next to and on
Yeah, we have the elevators and the 2 doors at
There
the
was a-
top. I guess
So
it's one
the
door
two
at the
should
top.
be-
Weird.
Yeah.
All right. What do you Lotus and I?
Sounds good. We have no idea, so don't go.
Oh,
There's a
let me
card reader
save
next to the
here and
left
also
elevator.
see where we are in the flow.
Then let's try out the Saturn key card.
Just skip ahead a little bit. I mean, and that's when we're like with the folded pieces of paper. So there is the one plot point here when we regroup with the others. So we'll just kind of skip through here. Not terribly
All
long.
right.
Might just get
Oh,
a little bit
only
monotonous hearing
I guess. Well,
half lines of dialogue.
It opened. Look, jump.
sweet. It opened.
What?
What?
I'm not really.
I guess we could listen to the very
just,
perverted dialogue while I drink my beer.
Well, we will. be
Although
all
it's a
alone
little
in
bit
here.
try hard here.
Jumpy.
A little
Huh?
bit.
Oh, nothing. It's. Come on, let's go.
I said, wait a minute.
Why?
Aren't you afraid, Jumpy?
Afraid of what?
Well, I've never. You know,
It's your first time?
I might get wet.
What?
Junpei, why do you think that
Down
she would want to
there.
fuck in
I
A
get
stone,
soaking wet.
like a steel elevator
Well, I mean, of course you would.
in a giant death trap?
I mean, I've never heard of anyone getting soaking wet somewhere else.
That's true. You don't mind
Mind what?
getting wet.
He's talking about smoking PCP right here.
Well, I don't know.
Didn't know you like to get wet. Shrew, it was an angel dust. That's what you had.
I think I'd probably...
I never had it, but you
Yeah.
had.
Gosh, Jumpy.
Really? I mean, I kind of think any guy would do the same. What happens?
What's good,
happens,
Collector
right?
G? How you
If
doing
You get the
tonight?
chance, you just gotta go for it.
How you doing this
That's what a
week,
man is
actually?
supposed
How's
to
your
do.
week going?
I get.
You're so cool, Jumpy.
That doesn't really seem like the sort of thing you ought to admire someone for.
I'm really scared.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, you've never done it before.
Yes, so I don't think I'll be able to last very long. And then it'll be over.
Over?
Yes, I'll go to heaven.
Heaven?
It feels kind of like you're floating in space, and your mind gets all fuzzy, like when you pass out. At least that's what I've heard from people who have experienced it.
Yes, I've heard that too. Although I don't think the same thing happens to guys.
What?
Huh?
But it would happen to men too, wouldn't it? Once it gets into your body, the same thing happens to
No,
everyone.
the toxic masculinity sends us straight to hell, Jim.
Usually it
That's what we
doesn't
get for trying to
coincide,
mansplain to you.
man.
It's
I mean,
manspreading.
generally-
Yes, it does.
Like, there really should have been more terms that started with man.
Eventually it will.
I mean, it was
It's not
already
like you
funny,
really
but
had
it
a
should have been made
choice.
funnier
Your body
by
will
them
force you to
unironically,
swallow
like,
some of
slapping
it.
man
Eventually.
What
as
are
a
you trying to
prefix
do
to
to me?
everything.
Nothing. I'm not going to do anything to you. I'm just saying that that's what happens. It's a psychological reaction to what you're experiencing.
Oh, is that so?
I know most men probably have larger lungs, but even then, I don't think you could hold your breath for 20 or even 10 minutes. Eventually, you'd have to breathe, and then the water would get into your lungs.
This bitch has never played Echo the Dolphin. 10 minutes, 20 minutes? Fuck off. You only get like 40 seconds. Collector G says, I got the script for my video and the final thoughts for the Pixel remasters. Nice, dude. No, I'll look forward to your views on that.
Once that happens, your body won't be able to get oxygen anymore, and you'll start to feel that floaty feeling.
Oh.
Hmm?
Yeah, you're right. You wouldn't last very long.
See?
Come to think of it, the lower floor. D-deck
Yeah, I
is
kind of got the
completely
Pixel
underwater.
Remastered collection
An
on
elevator heading
Switch.
to a submerged floor.
More for,
Hey,
I
wait
guess
a
it's
minute.
like future, you know? Like, next
This
time I
elevator
feel
came up
the
from somewhere
urge to
under us,
replay any of
right?
those games.
Well, yes, I guess it did. It didn't open right
The only
away.
games
after
on
you
my
pressed the button.
schedule to stream are,
There
4
was a
in the
motor
shorter
noise,
term,
like it
and
was
in a,
moving,
in a
and then
long,
it
long
happened.
run, I would like to eventually stream the NES versions of 2 and 3
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So
to show how bad 2 is and how
it's not wet at
underrated
all,
3
is it? The walls and even the floor
Unless
are
I
totally
revisit
dry.
them and I end up hating them.
Oh,
Well,
test?
yeah. Now I'll just. Oh, Ian's. All right.
I find it kind of funny how they enunciate the moons in dialogue. Well, it's like
Okay.
that with all like very Japanese-y games with a lot of dubbing. Is
See?
they
What
have
does
to
that
replace
mean?
it
How
with
can
something
EDAC be
else.
safe if the D?
Well, the
And
elevator.
I guess something about Japanese culture, as like they don't do this shit in real life. It's only in anime and
See,
video
The
games
shape of the.
Yeah.
where they have to have like
So I'm gonna go down and check.
sounds nonstop. It's like when you're playing
Come
a
on,
fighting game or a. I guess a
I'm
Tales
coming with
game
you.
is also a good example,
Huh? Hey.
where they announce all their moves nonstop and then no one ever stops talking for
Crap.
2 seconds
I
on
can't just
either
let you-
side.
Ah,
I don't get it. I really do wonder how they hear it. It's like, do you motherfuckers ever get annoyed by it?
oh, come on.
You're right.
See?
But there's a.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen?
Well.
Huh?
At any rate, Lotus and.
Okay.
No. Iron bar.
Right.
Then maybe.
Well,
Telling
It
you, the
looks like
Pixel
something.
Remaster Final
Let's
Fantasy
check.
3 almost makes the NES version outdated. Well,
I knew it.
I'm sure that's probably also the same thing with 4 as well. Although,
This
the
is a
PSP
numbered
version
door.
of 4 was also really, really good.
but we can't do anything with only the two of us.
We better head back.
Yes.
Wait, what? Is this the map for EDEC? I should take it with me.
5, I feel like any version of 5 is usually
Huh,
pretty fucking
so you
good
guys found
outside of
door
the
1.
PlayStation 1 version. It's so crazy how the
So now we've looked.
It is
PS1
interesting
version's
that
so bad
EDEC
and every other
wasn't
version's
flooded.
very good. It's like there's
well,
no middle ground for
we
Final
don't really
Fantasy
know
V.
if all of Edek is safe. We only checked the area.
Even so.
He said that.
Yes.
That would
That's pretty much.
Yeah.
it would have been a ton.
Well, that does go along with what the most reasonable explanation would be, that this was done by some organization with access to a whole lot of cash.
Yes, it does make sense.
Yeah?
Dingleberry instead of Tonberry. Is that really one of the translations in Final Fantasy V for the PlayStation 1? Because I didn't get that far in the Final Fantasy V and the PlayStation 1. I turned that shit off. Probably around the time I got to, was it Karnak? Right, the fire. Like, I got the fucking fire gem. And then I was like, you know what, fuck this. Every going into battle, going out of battle, going into menu, going out of menu, going into submenus, going into my map, out of my map, everything has a goddamn load time, the translation sucks, and all the enemies are named very retardedly. I think Y-burn. Is that a wyvern? Like capital Y-B-U-R-N? Because they were like, oh, Y-bon? What is that? I guess there's a wyvern. Alright, whatever. Like, what the it's so insane to be translating a high fantasy game and not know what a fucking wyvern is.
I don't think it's a very good idea to stay here.
Yeah, that's the thing, is the loading times were, I mean, it was the worst on Final Fantasy V.
Right.
Well,
but it was bad for
just kidding. All right, let's go.
all the PS1 Final Fantasy games that were ports of these, you know, from Super Nintendo. So what, the Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 4, Final Fantasy 5, Final Fantasy 6, they were all terrible ports when they were ported to the PS1. Which is weird because the Final Fantasy 1 and 2 collection wasn't that bad, but then again, they were like, they weren't just emulated,
where
you
the
know,
hell
they
did you
were
guys go?
full-on remakes. Or remasters, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
7?
Um.
What's wrong?
What the hell kind of question is that? Snake is...
Snake is dead. He died, just as the 9th man did.
Oh my god. That's not true, is it?
We should make sure.
Yeah, right.
Wait, not that way.
What? Why not?
I stuck a screwdriver in there to keep the door from closing all the way.
The long times Final Fantasy 2 were pretty stank too. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, I'm of the opinion that Final Fantasy 2 is bad no matter what. Just because in all the remakes of 2, it's like they fixed the bugs. They made it slightly less tedious and for you to not have to grind as hard, and they made it so the difficulty spikes weren't as brutal. But just the core game is still bad. And you can't really fix that. With the, how long it takes to level things up, just the methodology of leveling up in general, prices of things, the dungeon designs, oh god, the dungeon designs. Whenever you get to a 4-door split, and 3 of them are fucking trap rooms, where every step is an encounter, and it just like when you go into it, it just teleports you to the center of that room. My god. 2 was rough, man. It really was.
It's not locked. The shower room. I put a broom in there.
That means we can get in with.
Yeah.
Then let's go. This wasn't open when we passed here before. Well, let's keep going.
Oh, it smells horrible.
Ugh, yeah, this is pretty awful. I feel like I'm gonna puke.
Where is he? There. June, you should stay here.
You tried to write the fucking Contra code in blood.
But...
Please, just do me a favor, okay? Alright? I'm going in.
Just like the 9th man, the detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb in his gut.
Oh god. The bone is coming out of his left arm.
It's definitely an open fracture.
Oh, the face. It's horrible.
Yeah, you can't even tell who it is.
But the clothes are...
No mistake about it. It's Snake.
Snake was probably murdered. Chances are he was killed the same way the Ninth Man was. It's pretty straightforward. Not that hard to figure out how they did it. First, the killers got Snake to authenticate on the red to open door 3. Then they shoved him into it. Alone. And waited 9 seconds for the door to shut. Once that door shut, it was all over for Snake. He probably knew it wouldn't do him any good, but he probably ran into the shower room looking for the dead. It was a small chance, but it wasn't like he had anything to lose. Unfortunately, it didn't work. The detonator is only deactivated if everybody who authenticated when they went in uses the dead. Snake was the only one who went through the door, and then 81 seconds after he was shoved in. That.
I see. So that's what you meant by killers, huh? You need at least 3 people to open one of the numbered doors, including Snake. It wouldn't open for Snake and a single killer.
Yeah, that means we're looking at multiple perps here.
Well, just in case, I want to make sure. Let's say you're right. When do you think Snake was killed?
When we all split up to look for the parts for the Reds, I think. Right after that was when we noticed he was gone.
Then that means none of us have alibis. We were all off searching the rooms we'd been assigned, looking for those parts.
Yeah, that means anybody could be a killer.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? How can you say that so casually? You're implying that one of us is a killer.
Well, not just one of us. If I'm right, then at least 2 of us are murderers.
Why don't you calm down a bit, Seven? What are you going to gain by being so suspicious? That's what Zero wants, you know?
What Zero wants?
Exactly. This game was set up by Zero, wasn't it? Any game has a winner and loser. Whoever makes it through door 9 is a winner, and those who don't are the losers. Zero is trying to make us fight against one another for that victory.
Then you're saying that Zero is trying to split us up by making us fight each other?
Yes, that is why we can't let ourselves fall prey to suspicion. We have to trust one another and form a strong bond of friendship. Otherwise, we'll end up ensnared by Zero's manipulations.
Then does that mean that the person who killed Snake...
Yes, almost certainly Zero himself. If there's anyone...
Why would he sabotage his own
should be
game, you
Zero.
fucking idiot?
He masterminded this game and kidnapped all of us. Doesn't it seem reasonable that he would have killed Snake as well?
Good question. If Zero killed Snake, then Zero is on the ship with him.
Of course.
But I don't... Where could Zero be hiding?
I think Zero is one of us.
Well, that's possible.
Huh?
Like Clover said, Zero might be one of us.
What are you saying, Jumpy?
You know exactly what I'm saying, you fucking bitch.
Didn't you hear what Ace said?
Exactly. I said we shouldn't suspect one another for no reason.
No reason. I've got a great reason.
And what's that?
The bracelets. Why are the bombs in our bodies connected to the bracelets? You're all thinking Zero's hiding somewhere watching us, right? If he's doing that, it would be a lot more precise and a lot easier. But if that's the case, then why is the bomb set off by the detonator in the bracelet?
You got a point.
I'm not done. Try applying the same ideas to the Nonary game. All of the puzzles here run all by themselves. In other words, Zero doesn't have to be controlling them for the game to move forward. Why's that? Why would Zero bother to do something like that?
So let's say you and Clover are right. Zero's one of us. If that's the case, then it'd be really hard for him to keep track of all of us or control anything remotely. That's why all the puzzles run by themselves. That's what you're getting at, right?
Yeah. 7, when we were talking, you said any one of us could be Snake's killer, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Alright then. I've got a question for you, A. You said something like Zero must be the one who killed Snake, right?
Yes, something like that. I can't think of any other explanation.
So what do we get if we combine those? They fit together pretty well, I think. Something like this. Whoever killed Snake is Zero. Hence, Zero is one of us. 7 and Ace's theories aren't mutually exclusive. They actually complement each other pretty well. At least they do if Zero is one of us.
What were his motives?
His motive?
Yes, isn't that pretty important? Why would Zero want to hide as one of us?
Oh, well, that's because, I don't know.
Well, so much for making a persuasive argument, Junpei.
In other words, you only had circumstantial evidence.
I don't really think that's enough to go on, you know?
Ah.
It's 3 in the morning.
That means we have 3 hours left.
Then we need to move now. Seven, Clover, Junpei, I know how you feel, but you do understand that right now it's important we trust one another.
You're right, but...
Pro tip, never trust anyone in the situation. They're
We
like,
must
no, we have
go.
to all
We
trust
have very little
everyone. No
time
one should
left.
be suspicious of anyone. Be suspicious of that motherfucker.
Our next destination is Mercury.
But maybe you and June should check it out first and then report back to us.
All right, let's go, June.
Right. Here it is.
The Mercury cart?
We're using
Yeah,
Alright,
I think so. Anyway,
you can skip a little bit of this dialogue here and there.
jumping.
what?
Well,
Uh,
even so,
oh, first we need to find out if the elevator...
just like we did.
Oh,
I knew.
let's go.
Yes. Look, really,
Yeah,
we're on.
yeah.
I think shit doesn't continue until we're starting to like write our door selection on pieces of paper, which is the next plot point that we could in theory jump to, but
Hey,
I'm not sure if there is something, because we
This is
skipped
enough.
this
This
section
is the-
every other time we
there
played
were
the game.
There were doors. 3 more doors. 3.
And the door. It was a.
That means...
Do you think?
Yeah, the next one.
Finally.
Yeah,
You don't look very happy about it, though.
it's not that.
You're right.
Let's head back.
Okay.
1, 2.
There we
Just
go.
double checking, but
All right,
everyone
good.
wrote their code name and a door number they want, right?
Now we're gonna save here and check out the flow. Yeah, so we good. We golden. We just had to make sure we choose door number 1.
Yes, just...
We need hurry.
Yeah. All right. The first one says Ace request.
Yes, I...
No. Next is
Yeah.
Clover 1.
there's...
No.
But
Just give it up. It's not like
I am not...
barely.
So...
Maybe. Nobody wants.
Oh, no. June!
Right. June wants to...
Yes.
So this was Ace and Clover. 7. Santa. Then the door I shoot you. Okay. The last one is... I want to go through.
Door number 1, baby.
My choice is door 1.
Hey, wait a minute there. You cheating?
Cheating?
I'm asking if you changed your number after you heard what doors we wanted.
How could I do that? I wrote it down on the paper earlier.
Let me see that.
Sure, here. I had 3 pieces of paper ready, and I put the one with door 6 on it into the pot. I just needed to make sure I drew last. After I saw everyone else's result, I just chose whatever door I wanted. If the number I'd already put in matched, then I didn't have to switch the paper out. Well, what does it say?
You got lucky.
Very well. We've decided who will go through door 1. It will be Clover, Junpei, and myself. Our only problem is the 2 remaining teams.
June and I want doors.
Lotus and I want door 2.
That's not good. We can't open either of those doors with only 2 people. Aw.
Fine. 7, we'll go through door 6.
Sure thing. I didn't really want to go through door 2 anyway. Besides, if we've got a younger girl with us, it'll lower the average age. Right, June?
Well,
Pig. You just wait and see. Calling me old.
Second clue. If I was a
Cement
killer, I would kill
yes.
you next. I said if. I said if.
They're about as subtle as a brick.
And they're at it again.
I'll see you later, June.
Jumpy.
Don't make that face.
We aren't going to be split up permanently until we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while. Otherwise, we won't be. That's how the Nonary.
It'll be fine.
All right.
Here's A deck. It was the...
That should be it.
Here we go. It's just a numbered door.
There's the... Now the 2 of you, if you would.
Alright, let's double check the flow. Yeah, we're good. And then we'll save. Just in case we somehow fuck up this puzzle room. Although I think at this point it's pretty much mandatory.
Now.
As long as you get the other key sections,
Are you
you're
ready?
pretty
Yeah.
much on rails.
Very
Good
well.
end.
3, 2, 1.
And it's open! Where? It's.
Yes. Whew. I don't believe I'll ever get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before. Now then. There's another door. Let's try opening. So, this is the wheelhouse? Ace, you investigate the wheelhouse next door.
Very well.
Clover, you're in charge of this room. Say something.
Okay.
All right then, let's get started.
Alright, let's do this shit. This is pretty easy section overall. Then we get this matched on it. Ship's log, good. I think that's all we really need.
Oh, pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
Hey man, what are you doing over in this room?
Oh, I just thought I'd come check up on the two of you. Is there a problem?
What if I say, I think if you do this, it just flows more naturally.
Well, not a problem, but... That's a lie. I wanted to get rid of Ace. I sent him to the wheelhouse at the beginning for a reason. I wanted to talk to Clover alone. There's something I want to ask her. I don't want anyone to overhear us. I'm pretty sure Clover won't talk if there's anyone else around. I'm a little desperate to send him back. Quick. He has to leave.
Oh, I see. Of course. I apologize for the intrusion. Well, best of luck.
I'm surprised Ace hasn't murdered both of us here, in all honesty.
What was that about?
If he's paired with Seven, yeah, that makes sense. Seven's like fucking 7 foot tall. But Junpei's a little bitch.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh, no, it's not like that.
What's it like then?
Case in point, really.
I just wanted to hear the rest of that story. I didn't get a chance to ask you about it until now.
What story?
About the experiment, remember? The one you started to tell me in the operating room? You said something about an experiment that happened here 9 years ago.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm just not in the mood, okay? You understand, right? I keep thinking about my brother.
Oh, that's what you said about Fox.
I can't stop. I mean, who would do something like that?
Junpei, probably.
I can't forgive them. I'm not gonna let them get away with it. They're gonna pay for it. I promise. So, Junpei, who do you think did it?
Well, if what Seven said was right, then there would have to be at least 2 of them. You need at least 3 people to open the numbered doors. And if you subtract Snake, that means there were at least 2 other people.
You're right. So, what does that mean?
Well, if we just look at the bracelet numbers, we should be able to figure it out. Who could have opened door 3 with Snake? Well, really, who and who, or who and who?
You mean it could have been 4 people?
Well, technically it's possible.
I don't know. That doesn't seem very likely.
Why?
I'll tell you later. Why don't we just assume it was only 2 other people for now?
Okay, got it. Let's do that then.
Then who do you think it could be?
Alright, well, it has to equal 10 logically. She's gonna say Santon 7 anyway. Be the other options. Yeah, there's not really any other options. It really is just of these options without the knowledge that we do know, but, you know, in this timeline we don't know yet.
Would it be Santa? The digital route for 3? Wait, hold on. Are Santa and 7?
What's wrong?
Well, I thought about it, and...
That's what I thought. Santa and 7. If it was 2 people, then that's the only combination that works.
Hey, wait a minute there. Don't you think it's a little too early to be jumping to conclusions? Well, all I said is that those two
'Cause I didn't
would
even
have been
bring
able
my
to
floor
open door
mat.
3 with your brother. There might be other possibilities.
Well, what other possibilities?
Are
you saying you think that it was 3 or 4 people?
I'm sure online you can find the floor mat with conclusions on it that you can jump to.
I really don't think that's likely.
I've never bothered looking for it, but I'm sure some Office Space fan has made that.
Why not?
Can I borrow your pen and paper?
Yeah, here. What's this?
God, everyone in this game is so fucking autistic, it's actually mind-boggling.
These are the combinations for 3 or 4 people. These 8 combinations are the only possible ones.
Oh, I see.
Junpei,
Yeah?
I can trust you.
Of course. Why would you need to ask that?
Really?
Yeah,
So then I should get rid of B, D, G, and H, right?
of course. Just cross them out. And you should take off yours too.
So, what does that leave?
A and E. Wait, it can't be A,
Why?
because June's in that one.
And she's perfect. I've known her for all of 5 seconds since kindergarten.
There's no way in hell she'd do something like that.
Are you sure?
Wait, you mean you don't carry arithmetic in your pocket?
I'd bet my life on it.
Okay then. I can cross off A too.
So they can do the math, Zero, like, leave cell phones and all of their fucking, like, smartphones in all their pockets. They wake up immediately,
Yeah.
call for help.
Well, what have we got left?
I think Verizon probably covers in the middle of the ocean, hopefully, maybe.
E.
Do you know what this means?
Everyone besides me, you, and June would be working together.
Do you think that's likely? If there were 4 people working together, they wouldn't be very cautious.
They just beat the shit out of
I don't
us.
think they'd try that hard to hide what they were doing if they outnumbered us.
Well, you do have a point.
And besides, if Ace and 7 are working together, they could have easily gotten rid of me when I went to the shower room with them. But they didn't. They didn't even try anything. If they were killers, why wouldn't they?
Oh, I see. Anyway, I understand now. It seems pretty unlikely that it was as many as 3 or 4
Remember
people.
Singular? The cell phone company? Barely, dude.
Yeah,
Then that means there's a good chance it was Santa and 7.
that's how it looks.
But why would they do it?
Their motive.
Have I interrupted something?
What is it?
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
Go ahead.
Okay. What did you want to talk about?
There was something I wanted to check.
Yeah?
He just fondles
What's
my
that?
scrotum like
If
he's fucking
you'll
Borat
excuse me.
saying hello.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
I'm just checking.
No.
Just as I thought. What exactly are these pieces of paper?
Yeah, if I
hiding
tried
in your
that to
pocket?
him, he'd fucking stab me 8 times with the fucking knife he has.
You switched them, didn't you, when we voted? Well, I can't say that I care. I managed to get through the numbered door I wanted, despite your mischief.
Then why did you...
Oh, simple curiosity. I hope you won't think ill of me for it.
Yeah, alright. Anything in here? Put this in here. We go back here. I mean, we're done with this area, but I guess we're done with this area. Shit. Completely derails everything. Wait, do we not just steer this goddamn thing? Shit. Yeah, we need the helm stick. How do we get the goddamn helm stick? This one? I thought we just tried this one. I guess you have to inspect it twice, maybe. Maybe? fuck? Really? There we go. Okay. Alright, let's see here. I think I have my notes here from the previous playthrough. First thing we're doing, we're going south, baby. We're going west, southwest, and northwest, then east, then north. This game is probably hard as shit if you don't understand how a compass works, but I mean, you know, you'd have to be a special level of retarded. I guess there's a certain ceiling and a certain floor to any game, huh? Alright, let's see here. We're doing full, half, slow, full, half, dead slow, and stop. God damn, this reminds me of the that internet historian video of that one cruise ship. I'm like blanking on it. The Concordia. There we go. What an amazing thing. Alright, and then we put this in here. Then Ace, I think. Wait, come on, fucker. Oh, do I have to? I have to have the clock equipped when I inspect the schedule. Favorite internet historian video was this Area 51 raid video. I liked that one. I thought the ending, while a lot of effort, clearly, was a little bit, the joke went on for a little bit too long. Like the Naruto bandits, ninjas run through, Storm Area 51. I would have preferred more crazy-ass lore. Oh, you see that drift? You see that? Oh, it's back. Come on, do it again. Alright, the drift comes and goes. Well, I have another PS4 controller here, specifically to, it's like a backup controller for when my, old as shit DualShock 4 controller and my not at all old as shit DualSense controller goes to complete shit. It's not slanted, it's token drifting.
Oh, a hallway.
It's far too narrow. This seems to be the only route.
Yeah, let's go. Well, these machines are weird. I've never seen any of them before. Wait, this one is...
Ah, yes. A telegraph key. These were used to transmit Morse code a long time ago. This must be the communication office.
Would you have to bleep it out if you said fuck in Morse code?
And that door?
Captain's quarters.
That's what it says.
Then, do you think...
And if so, how would you do that?
Well, we won't know if we don't open it.
Damn. No. Wait, we didn't check his pulse yet. Maybe he's still alive. No pulse. Well, he's dead. Damn. If only we knew how it happened. These wounds. I wonder what killed him. It must have been this. These clothes. A captain. Does that mean this guy was Zero? Bracelet Zero.
Junpei.
It may be wise to find a way out of here first.
Yeah, you're right.
Alrighty. Let's get the music box. Inspect this. Oh, I can't inspect a dead body? Really? This is fucking crazy. And new material. And then I think this triggers the next cutscene.
Huh. Zero, huh? It's like he's making fun of us. What do you think?
Nothing.
What about him? Do you think that's really Zero?
There's no way that's him. Didn't I tell you already? Zero is one of us.
Yeah. Right. Well, even if he wasn't one of us, there's...
Huh?
Don't you get it? The letters that spell Zero on the TV screen, the captain's clothes he's got on, and of course, the bracelet with a zero on it. It's too obvious. Look, this is Zero right here. This dead body is Zero. Isn't that kind of fishy?
You're right. Only an idiot wouldn't see through something like that.
No, that's not the point. So I'm not trying to make fun of them for thinking a trick like this would work. I'm sure they didn't think it would work. Which makes me wonder. I think this is a challenge. A challenge from the person who's really behind all of this. He's making fun of us. Don't you get it? If whoever killed this guy really wanted us to think this corpse was Zero, they'd never have put a bracelet on him. Walking around with a Zero bracelet would be like hanging a sign around your neck that said, "I did it!" Anyone with a brain would be able to see that this guy is supposed to look like everything Zero is supposed to be. Just like we did. The killer must have known we wouldn't think he was Zero and put the bracelet on him anyway. Do you know why?
Why?
Like I said, he's mocking us. Too bad, suckers. This isn't Zero. Where's the real me then? See if you can catch me. It's the same bad joke a lot of criminals like to play. They'll just sit back and watch people run in circles.
That's really twisted.
Well, bad criminals just don't use iron sights and get arrested immediately after, like, killing their wives.
Yeah, you're right. It's really childish.
Or, like, you know,
it's like
robbing
it's just a game
a
to
store
whoever
clerk
this
for some
person
Swisher
is.
Sweets.
That's what seems funny to me.
So really, technically, that's what the good criminals do, technically, Junpei. Like the legendary ones. Like the Zodiac
All right,
Killer.
let's get back to the point. Who killed this man?
I don't know.
And what's this guy's deal? Who is he?
How would I know that? If I knew anything, I would have told you.
You have no idea who he is.
Why would I?
We should check and see if he's got anything on him that might tell us who he is. Give me a hand here, Clover.
Huh?
We gotta flip him over. How else are we gonna search his pockets? Okay, fine. Guess I'll do it. Here we go. Huh? Hey, it's the...
Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only two ways to do so. One, you escape from this ship. Two, Lord Hartley, which is Zero. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confines of the ship, or the backside where his heartbeat has fallen to zero, it will shut down automatically.
Oh god, this man... He's dead, isn't he?
Huh?
No, it's just... I guess I didn't really think about it until right now. If his bracelet's off, that means he's dead.
Well, it's pretty obvious that he's dead. You don't really need to look at his bracelet to figure out that he's dead.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Well, he looks a lot better than the other bodies we've seen, though. I mean, if there wasn't all this blood, he'd almost look like he was still alive. I mean, I know it's kind of a messed up thing to say, but he kinda has it better, you know?
Then your brother, I mean, he really got fucked up.
Dying from a bomb going off inside of you? I mean, that's just...
I mean, I saw his sphincter hanging out of his eye sockets.
Some of Snake's bones went right through his skin. I think the explosion must have thrown him against a wall or something. There was a broken bone just sticking out of his left arm. And,
What did you just say?
oh man, I am so sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I really don't know what I was thinking. I mean...
No, that's not what I'm talking about. What did you say about his arm?
Arm?
Yes, his left arm. You said it, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I did, but I mean, didn't you see it too?
Of course not. I could barely look at him. There's no way I was gonna see the details. Are you sure it was his left arm?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
And he had a broken bone, right?
What the hell are you getting at here?
Just shut up and answer me!
Yeah, he did.
I can't shut up and answer you, Clover. You fucking moron.
It was pretty bad, too. The bone was sticking out of the arm. Clover? What's wrong? Look, I'm sorry if I said anything.
Thank you.
Huh? What are you...
Thank you so much, Junpei.
Now I'm going to get the pussy. I don't
Hey,
have to sit for
what's
June
going
any
on?
longer.
I'm sorry, it's just... I'm so happy.
Why?
The body in the shower room, it isn't his.
Huh?
It's not Snake.
Why on earth would you think that?
Because his left arm is...
How can Clover hear a single goddamn word anyone says to her?
I'm sorry. I really shouldn't be talking about this. But he's still alive. I'm so happy. I'm so glad.
Huh?
Junpei, you were right.
Huh?
No matter what happens, you can never lose hope. You have to remember what's most important, and that's to have faith and to have love. If you can remember all of those, that'll bring you good luck.
That's...
I only made it here because you gave me this. I was suspicious of everybody. I was angry, but because I had this four-leaf clover, because of what you said to me,
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Junpei.
Thank you, Junpei. You prevented Clover from murdering us all with an axe.
Oh, if you really want to thank somebody, you should be thanking
Still need to
Santa.
worry about Ace, though, but yeah, that's one potential murderer down.
Santa?
Well, he was the one who gave me that thing. And the words for each leaf, I got that from him too.
Oh.
Huh?
Did Santa really tell you those things?
Yeah, he did. Did I, say something wrong?
Oh no, not at all. In fact, this could be really good news. I think.
You think?
Santa knew about the words and the clover. The only people who should know about that are the other subjects.
Subjects?
The other people who were in the experiment 9 years ago, with my brother and me.
Uh-huh.
But he's blind, and I was part of the Nevada test group, so neither of us would be able to recognize the faces of the people who were on this boat.
Whoa. Okay, time out. Let's just calm down for a second. Start from the top. Don't start with the end and then jump to the middle. You gotta start with 1 and then move to 2 and 3 and 4 and so on. If you don't tell me stuff in the right order, I'm never gonna be able to
Yeah,
figure it out.
Junpei, shut the fuck up and let her answer.
Okay.
Alright, let's start with this experiment. What happened on this boat 9 years ago?
Do you know about morphogenetic fields?
Fucking A, I'm an expert in the subject after talking to Clover Lotus and Seven.
Morphogenetic fields.
All right, how about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism.
I think Lotus mentioned something like that.
Telepathy, huh? Well, that's not really it, but I suppose it's similar.
So they were testing telepathy on this ship?
Yeah, I guess so.
So, what exactly did they have you guys do?
The same thing that we're doing now. Exactly the same thing.
What?
The Nonary game. 9 people were put on this boat, and 9 others were put in the building in Nevada, and the game started.
Look, I'm sorry, but I don't get it. What do the Nonary game and some telepathy experiment have to do with each other? Am I missing something here?
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. You know how sometimes when you're up against a really tough problem, and then the answer just kind of pops in your head? That's an epiphany, and what you learn from the epiphany can be transmitted with telepathy. When you add danger to that equation, then it gets easier to transmit that information over telepathy.
So you're saying the Nonary game was supposed to introduce that element of danger?
Yeah, but it couldn't be just any old danger. It had to be life and death. And someone did actually die. A girl.
Huh.
She was on the boat with my brother. I was in Nevada. I never met her, but I did hear her name. Her name was...
Her name was,
Oh, my apologies. I seem to
a
have
weird
disturbed
fucking
you.
name, Clover.
Ace.
You two must have strong stomachs. I can't imagine how you could stay in this room for so long. At any rate, Junpei, would you be so kind as to come and help me with something? I'm having a little trouble, and I could really use your assistance. Come on. It'll only take a moment.
Don't trust him. Stranger danger.
I don't want Ace to hear us. We can talk about this later.
Huh? Hey, wait.
Alright, let's double check the flow. We haven't gotten those yet, or did we fuck them up? We'll have to see.
Junpei,
So we're not gonna drop
what are you
the save.
doing in there? Hurry up.
I'll see how we would have fucked him up. Yeah, then he doesn't have anything to say. What the fuck? Seriously, though. Alright, Ace, what do you want to talk to me about? I didn't want to say anything. I want to see how you're doing, buddy. Here we are, got the piece of paper. Alright, let's combine this shit, huh? There we go, baby. Now we just spit one out from the top of the dome. Spit some hot bars here.
Looks like there's something on the cover. A-L-L-I-C-E. All ice. Alice. Does this mean... What the hell is this?
They are hieroglyphs, a form of writing used in ancient Egypt.
Ancient Egypt?
That's right.
Can you read them?
Of course, I can't. What would make you think I could?
What the hell? Whoa, the whole thing's like that. Huh? What's this?
Why's that one X'd out? Why is that one X'd out? That makes me spooked. Makes me really spooked. Alright, we'll have to see.
Oh, a key card.
Uranus. That's the Uranus symbol.
Something's written on the bottom. Bottom deck library. This must be the key to the library.
So it would seem.
Bottom deck library. Oh, 7 said something like...
Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the forest of knowledge beneath the navel of the gigantic.
Could beneath the navel mean the bottom deck? And the forest of knowledge is the library? Then could Alice be in a room somewhere beyond the library?
What's wrong? Something on your mind?
Yeah. I just remembered something.
Is that so? What about...
Well, don't laugh, okay?
The Egyptian priestess and Ice 9. Interesting.
I'm really worried that the key is still X'd out. But if that is... Alright, we'll just play it. Hopefully that unseals the song. 'Cause I don't know what the fuck I would have fucked up.
And the woman who wouldn't melt, who was recovered from the Titanic disaster.
All I would have to do is just rewind and then just look up like, what the fuck did I do wrong?
They called her All Ice, which eventually turned into Alice, and she was purchased by an English millionaire who called himself Lord Gordain. According to 7, this ship is where he hid Alice.
And you think that he hid her in a small room, beyond the library on the bottom deck?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is just a theory.
Junpei, have you ever heard of the term CAS?
CAS?
It stands for Cells Alive System. It is an advanced technology for freezing and preserving organic matter. Put simply, it is a technique that allows one to freeze things without the formation of ice crystals. Normally, if you freeze something fresh, water within its cells expands as it crystallizes, damaging the cell membrane. CAS, however, works differently. The object to be frozen is supercooled using magnetic fields, and then frozen instantly and uniformly, giving ice crystals no time to form. It was originally developed for the preservation of food, as an alternative to the normal freezing process. Now, however, there are rumors that it can be used for other things.
What do you mean, other things?
Well, there are obvious medical uses, but perhaps also space travel.
Space travel? Are you serious?
Surely you've heard of suspended animation. Cryogenic freezing? It's a fairly common idea in science fiction books and film. People are sometimes frozen for especially lengthy journeys through space.
Whoa, wait a minute there. Are you saying that Alice was frozen using that cast thing?
Well, I'm sure the possibility is quite low, but it is a possibility. If this special ice you call Ice 9 does indeed exist, and casts were used to freeze her into that sort of ice instantaneously.
You think she could be alive?
Well, I can't say for sure, of course. I'm only talking about possibilities. The melting point for Ice 9 is 96 degrees, right? If she were put somewhere where she could reach that temperature...
That's nuts. Are you really saying she could have defrosted and started walking about?
You're quite right. It does sound unbelievable. But if she had, then we would have an explanation for the man we found dead on the floor.
That's just a theory. Alright, where's Gaijin Goomba?
You mean the guy dressed like a captain?
I need to bully him.
Yes. He was dead when we found him. Clearly. But if he was murdered, then by whom? It couldn't have been one of us. That would be impossible. In order to enter the captain's quarters, one must first open door 1. That door that requires the Earth key prevented us from accessing door 1. Who was it that opened that door?
Santa and Lotus.
Right. Clearly, the two of them could not have opened door 1, or any other door for that matter. Who else then could have done so?
Nobody. After Santa and Lotus used the Earth key, they turned back and met up with me and June. Then we returned to the large hospital room and found Ace, 7,
You
and
still had to
Clover.
scan into the door.
While we'd gone into the shower room, Ace, 7, and Clover had stayed behind. But it's impossible for those three to open door 1. But what about when June and I took the elevator to door 2? No, still won't work. We were...
It would be impossible for any of us to be the murderer. That being the case, who could have killed him? Wouldn't it make sense if his killer was someone who had been in the ship for some time? A person like that would know the ship well. They would know the locations of all the hidden passages and secret doors.
Like a Scooby-Doo mystery.
The numbered door
With
would
more
mean nothing
murder.
to someone like that. It would be a simple thing for them to enter the captain's quarters.
Then you're saying the killer was Alice?
Well, this is all only one possible theory.
All ice. Alice. Is she really somewhere on the ship? Maybe this card will give me access to the Forest of Knowledge and the big mystery. What could be there beyond the Forest of Knowledge? Anyway, whatever. It's gonna have to wait. I'll come back to this later.
Alright, let's grab this. If it'll let me. Come on, please. There we go. Okay, I guess like technically this room is closer to the captain's quarters, or the fucking driving seat area. The deck was the word, chart room. Alright, so this should now be unlocked, yeah? Yep, it's unlocked. Cool. Alright, let's save that then. Alright, we're good to go. So we just power on the thing. The wheelhouse. Oh, that's a wheelhouse. Power on the thing, type in 0 in hexadecimal, and we are golden. We got 35, 14, 27, 24. Oh, beautiful. Alright, we heading towards the end, baby. Hopefully we don't get an hour and a half of cutscene so I can then sleep before midnight tonight. And have at least a little bit of energy for work tomorrow.
All right, let's go. That's the next door. Wait, a piece of paper. This is Map of the ship's interior for A-Deck.
What's wrong?
I found a map for this floor.
I see.
Well, that was anticlimactic. I should keep this, though. Hey, where's Clover? Damn it, what the hell is she up to? Clover!
So the directions with how to, have the watch show the code for the safe. That was in its pocket, so I guess Clover must have swiped it earlier or just swiped it now.
Huh? What the hell are you doing?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing? What the hell is that?
What?
You've got something in your pocket.
Oh, this? This is a note.
A note?
Yeah, I found it in the pocket of the guy with the captain's clothes. It said something about the darkness of the sinister hand or something.
What the hell? Let me see it.
No, not right.
Hey, Junpei, Clover! What are you two doing? Hurry up!
He's getting mad. I'll show it to you later, all right? Come on, we gotta hurry.
From the look of that pocket, it doesn't particularly look like just a note. Jeez, what are you thinking? For crying out loud.
It's a good situation to just trust people blindly, especially when they're acting suspicious.
Huh. So this is where it ends up, just like it says on the map. Ace, did he head down? Oh, there he is.
Look, the 4 others are there too.
Really?
Let's join them. Jumpy, Clover!
What's up?
We found...
Found what?
We found it!
What did you find?
The last door! We found door 9!
Come on! Just follow us! We'll explain on the way!
Okay.
Well, if that's the case.
Wait for me.
We should get going as well.
Jumpy! We finally made it!
Yeah, it's finally time. We've reached the end. Something's bothering me. Only 3 to 5 people can go through the numbered door. 7 of us are on our way to door 9. That means that, best case scenario, there will be 2 of us who have to stay behind. 2 people. Is there a way? 4:30. We've only got 90 minutes left. I've got no time to wonder about it now.
Hey, Junpei! June! What the hell are you two doing? Hurry it up!
Let's go, Jumpy!
Yeah.
I know I told you I'd explain it earlier, but honestly, there ain't much to explain. After we split off from you guys, the 4 of us got into the elevator on the left, and that took us to the other side of the grate. After that, we headed down another hallway. It took us toward the bow, and eventually to the number 6 that you two found earlier. We opened it and kept going. There was another locked door behind it, like usual, but this time we had to complete 2 different areas before we could unlock it. Once we were through that door, there was another hallway that went the other direction, toward the stern.
So, on your way, you found the elevator.
That's right.
So, in other words, you kinda did a lap, huh? You came from that side to this side.
Yeah,
So, where's the number 9 door?
over here.
By the way, you know, it's because of Santa that we're all here right now.
Huh?
That all 7 of us are going to door 9.
What?
You don't get it? Santa, 7, and Lotus. What's their digital route?
9.
That's right. They could have just left me behind and kept going if they'd wanted to.
But they didn't.
Yes, because Santa wouldn't let them. He said, we can't leave June and the others behind. That's why we went looking for you guys.
And then you got on the elevator and went back to the central staircase.
That's right.
Well, I wouldn't have called that one. That Santa would be the one to stick up for you.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't mean that 7 and Lotus said they wanted to leave me behind. We were just talking about it, and Santa objected to it first.
Is that so?
We're here.
So, is this...
Yeah.
There's no other place for us to go.
Nope. Just look around. There's a big old iron wall at the end of the hallway. The other hallways on the left and right are blocked by metal grates.
I see.
All right, let's get moving.
The 9 door. We're finally here. No doubt about it. This is door 9. Oh, finally! This is the last...
Junpei, look behind you.
Behind? What? Why? A door? There's another one? Hey, what the hell? What the hell is going on here? There's a red there too. That means... And of course it won't open. Why? Why the hell are there two doors?
Do you think perhaps one is the right door and the other is the wrong one?
I don't know about that. It seems unlikely.
What makes you say so?
Well, think about all the rooms we've been through so far. They're full of puzzles, but there are always hints about how to solve them. I'm pretty sure there aren't any rooms where we just had to go with our best guess and leave it to instinct to solve the puzzle. Do you really think that at the very end of the game, Zero's going to suddenly throw in something that depends entirely on luck?
Then you're saying there's some sort of hint in this room.
No, I don't think there's a hint anywhere in here. I searched it very well when I was in here before. I didn't find anything that might have been a hint, though.
Well then, that means...
Yeah, both of these are the right door. I mean, if you think about it, Zero never actually said there was only one door with a 9 on it.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9. So if there are two number 9 doors, if we split it up, right?
That's not gonna work. You've got a notebook and a pen, right? Can I borrow them?
Yeah.
Look at this. You get it? The numbers on the top are all the combinations with digital roots of 9. The numbers on the bottom are the people who don't fit. There's only 8 possibilities if we split up into 2 groups of 3 or 4 people. So...
If 3 people go through the door, then 4 are left behind. If 4 go through, then 3 are left behind. Right?
yeah.
No way.
Come to think of it. What is this room? It looks like it's set up for some kind of ceremony, but what kind?
What is this room? Who are these people?
Is that an altar? A coffin? No, it couldn't possibly be.
Okay, I give up. I give up. I figured if we sat around here long enough, someone would volunteer. But I guess nobody's got the guts to do it.
What are you talking about?
What? You guys didn't figure it out yet? Fine. Let me enlighten you. Clover was mostly right with her little explanation earlier, but she missed something. She wasn't really wrong. She just... screw it! Let me just write it out. If you're trying to leave with a group of 3 and a group of 4 and get everybody out, Clover's right. But there's another way. Only one combination, though. If you split us up into groups of 3, 3, and 1, you can make this combination.
Wait, this means...
Don't get me wrong here. I'm not trying to copy Ace or anything like that. Even if he hadn't been the hero back in the big hospital room, I'd still be saying the same thing.
The same thing? Are you saying...
Yeah, I am. I'll stay behind.
Why are you acting so heroic all of a sudden? Are you some kind of idiot? No, I am completely against this. I'll be goddamned if I'm gonna have to owe you for getting out of here.
I'm against it too. I didn't want to leave Ace behind, and I don't want to leave you either.
I don't like that idea. There's gotta be other options.
I disagree as well. I can't say I care much for you being the hero.
Well, there you go, 7. Proposal denied.
Okay, sort of like right there. I feel like there might even be puzzle. I feel like the library is a puzzle room too. Fuck, I knew this would take a while. Alright, we got an hour and a half though.
There's gotta be a better way than this.
Doesn't make any sense.
Whoa, hold on a minute. I haven't said anything yet.
Are you
I
agreeing?
don't give a shit about what
you want to
think.
leave him here?
Nah, I'm against it. I don't want to leave 7 here alone.
Then I don't see how it matters.
I said alone.
Huh?
I said I don't want to leave 7 alone.
What the hell are you?
What? You don't get it? I can't leave just one person. I need 2 more. 3 people, including 7. I'll be leaving behind 3 people. That's my proposal. Those are my orders.
What do you mean, orders? What the hell makes you think you can order us around? Who the hell's gonna listen to you?
You all will. In 3 seconds, you won't have a choice.
What?
3, 2, 1.
Wait, grab his cock before he can do anything. Fuck.
See?
You missed your shot, Junpei. You could have surprised him. He'd be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? And then you could have blindsided him.
Huh? What? Why? What the hell is that?
The gun's from the other room.
I've used it to win many a bar fights in the past.
What room? One of the rooms behind door 6. I should have known he was gonna do this. I should have taken the gun.
Well, it's too late now, fat ass.
Damn it.
Now, time for you to start following my orders. Ace, Lotus, congratulations! I've chosen you to come with me. Put your hands in the red. Hey, you deaf? I gave you an order. Right, fine. I didn't want to waste any bullets, but you guys just don't get it.
Ha!
He really shot it? But why? Santa, why are you Santa? I thought you were one of us. I thought we were friends.
What?
You knew about the leaf words and the 4-leaf clover.
What the hell is that shit? I've got no idea.
You're lying.
Shut up! Just shut up! You stupid bitch! You want me to put a bullet in your fucking head?
Santa.
Alright, assholes. What are you still standing there for?
Why is he so mean?
Get over
What's
here
that
and
from? That was
stand
from
those
like
braces.
a
I don't have all day.
Oh god. What was that from? That was from like a one of the shitty Halloween movies, wasn't it? Or something like that? It was from It. God damn. The original It? God, I had to relook at that clip. It's been way too long. What's up, Gal Rocks? Christmas origin story seems really dark. I've heard quite a few dark-ass Christmas origin stories. I feel like each culture has like an ancient one.
Oh, what's the matter? Your hearing's starting to go? Going senile, maybe?
That's it. It's the only way. Please, go.
Huh?
No way.
Jumpy, what are you saying? If you stay here, you're going to be stuck, Jumpy! And so will Clover and Seven.
I know, but you don't need to worry about us. We'll figure something out. Right, Seven?
Right. You just leave it to us. It's gonna piss me off to do what Santa says.
Don't worry about me either. There's still something I have to take care of.
No, no! You can't!
Don't do it. Clover's gonna murder us.
Ace, Lotus, don't come over! Don't worry about me! Please!
Please. Go.
All right.
Fine.
Alright, now let's get those hands on the scanner panel. What's the holdup? What? You think I'm fucking around here? I don't give a shit about this girl. The red doesn't need a person, you know? All I need is the bracelet. You get it? Good. Now put your fucking hands on the scanner. I'm not gonna say it again.
Fine.
Good job. Now, Lotus, pull that lever. As soon as the door opens, you get your ass in there. Try anything stupid, and you know what happens, right?
Damn it.
Good. Later.
Wow, what a dick. Anyway, you guys read any good books lately? Watch any new shows? I guess now's not the time.
June.
So, what do you want to do, Junpei?
What do you mean, what do I want to do? What can we do?
What the hell is that?
Shh, quiet.
Where is it coming from? Could it be?
Hey, I think it's coming from this coffin.
You're right.
Let's open it.
But how?
What are those muscles for? For show?
You're telling me to force it open?
Just shut up and try! Damn it!
It won't even budge. Not another one.
Yeah, looks like it.
Do you think we have to put in the right password or it won't open?
I think so. Whoever or whatever's inside this thing wants out. And now.
I know that, but how?
Without a passcode, I don't think there's much we can do.
Isn't there a hint somewhere?
Well, let's look for one.
Ugh, there's nothing here.
Not making this easy, are they?
What's the passcode? What am I supposed to do? How can we figure it out? I need something.
Truth had gone. Truth had gone, and truth had gone. And now truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand.
Wait, what? What the hell was that? That voice?
Huh? What?
What's up?
It's that weird-ass morphic genetic field telepathy. Which one of you guys is beating that shit in my head?
Huh? Oh, nothing.
Alright, what was it? Truth. Gone, right? So, like, left, right, left, right, left, right, left.
One, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
It's like time telepathy from other timelines.
Huh?
Huh?
Hey, what the hell were those numbers?
Oh my gosh. Are those?
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
What?
Why are you?
Oh? Is that you, Clover? I apologize for worrying you.
Snake! You? Why?
Junpei? And Seven?
I've just
Is
been
that
trying
you?
to join the...
Is everyone else there as well?
what, the Sigma Phi Kappa? I know nothing about Greek alphabet nor fraternities, I'm sorry.
Oh.
The joke just fell apart.
Jeez.
You're back!
Gently now. My body's still a little weak.
But there is a joke there.
You're back!
That's the important part.
You're back!
My heart and my
You're
mind were
really
in the right
here.
place.
You're back!
Come now, what's gotten into you? You're acting as though I've returned from the grave.
Not as though you did. I really thought you were dead.
Huh?
You jerk! Idiot! Idiot! Idiot!
I see. I believe I understand things rather well now, thank you. In the shower room, there is a dead body wearing my clothes. Because of that, you thought that I was dead, correct?
Yeah.
You also discovered a corpse in the captain's quarters, and Santa turned on you here, in this room. Do I have it straight?
Well, the dead body in the captain's quarters is a surprise.
Judging by how you're talking, I think you have it gay, but yes.
Sorry, there wasn't a good time to tell you.
Don't worry about it.
Well then, I've got a pretty decent idea of what happened while I was indisposed. But it's still something of a mystery who did all this, and why. The corpse in the shower room that looked like me, and the corpse in the captain's quarters. Why were they killed in the way they were?
You don't know?
No. Why would I?
The guy in the shower room. We don't know who he is, so let's just call him Mr. X. Anyway, this Mr. X is wearing Snake's clothes, but you're wearing some kind of weird robes. That means someone took your clothes and put them on Mr. X. We need to figure out who that was.
I apologize, but I have no idea who might have done this to me. I only just now woke up. I was unconscious during all the events you just described to me. They must have undressed me and changed my clothes during that time.
When were you knocked out?
When we split up to look for the red.
Where did they get you? Do you remember?
It was a small room in one of the hallways on C deck.
What happened?
The same thing that happened to every one of us when we were abducted. A canister releasing some sort of gas was thrown into the room. I believe the gas is some sort of incapacitating agent.
Then that means it was...
0.
Looks that way, huh?
There's nothing else I have to tell you. When I woke up, I was in this coffin.
Why? Why did 0 make Mr. X wear Snake's clothes? How would that benefit 0? I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean? And I have no idea how I got the passcode for the coffin either. Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Where did those words come from? Why did I feel compelled to push the buttons on the bracelet after hearing them? All I know is my fingers moved on their own. It was like I did it subconsciously. I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean? Also, Snake and Clover had been subjects in a similar experiment 9 years ago.
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. And someone did actually die. A girl. Her name was...
There had been another experiment conducted on this same ship 9 years ago, and a girl had died during it. Morphogenetic field theory. The 2 murders. Switching clothes. The Nonary game. Zero. He's the ringleader. The person who trapped 9 of us on this sinking ship.
You just figured that one out.
Zero should
A little late.
If we can uncover Zero's identity, all of our questions will be answered.
At any rate, we'll have plenty of time to decipher the details later. For now, it is of utmost importance that we escape. Junpei, it was 4:30 the last time you checked the clock, yes? That means we have less than an hour. We must hurry.
Hey, how are we gonna get out of here?
Isn't that obvious? Through the other number 9 door.
Oh yeah, you're right. With Snake, we can open the door.
Don't tell me you hadn't figured that out.
What about the library room, you motherfucker?
Come on, you gotta tell me these things.
I, assumed you'd figured it out.
Forget it. Let's just get going. All right. You guys ready to go?
Yes.
Yep.
Not yet.
Huh?
Before we go in, I'd like to check something.
You want to check something?
Yeah, but before I do, 7, could you pull the lever? I want to make sure we can verify with just the 4 of us.
What do you mean? We don't need...
Just do it, alright? But if the door opens, don't go in yet, okay? Please, this is really important. I really need to check this, okay? Work with me here.
Fine.
It's kind of creepy room, honestly. It's like a room that's just like a door and another door, no lights.
Alright, that means the 4 of us can go into door 9.
So, we knew that already. It's obvious.
Obvious. Yeah, you're right. It is. Now, what happens if we add Zero's bracelet?
What?
Zero's bracelet?
Why don't you take it out, Clover?
So you did know I had it.
Yeah, you crazy fucking bitch. I also know you were trying to murder us.
I picked it up because I thought it might be useful sometime.
This was on the left hand of the corpse in the captain's quarters. If you look at it, you can see it's got a 0 on the face. Just to make this a little easier to talk about, I'm gonna call the guy we found dead in the captain's quarters, Cap. Then I should be able to open door 9 with just me, Clover, and his bracelet. Though the big question is, if Cap is the mastermind of this game, would he really put one of these bracelets on? Anyway, let's just give it a shot. Clover, give me your hand.
Oh.
Now the captain's bracelet, and pull the lever. I knew it. Now, what does this tell us?
Maybe the bracelet has to be on your wrist in order for it to work?
No, that's impossible. Did you see how the panel showed a 3rd asterisk when I scanned Cap's bracelet? Whether or not it's on your wrist doesn't matter. All you have to do is put the bracelet near the panel for it to register.
Huh. Looks like you're right.
See? So what does that mean? There's only one possibility.
That bracelet isn't the number 0. Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
Then what number is it?
Let's find out.
Alrighty. What would equal 9? Let's see this bitch. I think this one.
Let's try 7, me, and Cap. If this combination opens the door, then Cap's bracelet is number 6.
It opened. The door opened.
What? Why? What does that mean?
Isn't it obvious? Cap's bracelet is number 6.
But doesn't it say 0?
This isn't a 0. The symbol on here isn't a number 0. It's a letter O.
Oh.
Whoa, wait a minute. I don't get it. I mean, we figured out that Cap's bracelet is 6, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean there are 2 people with 6s?
There is most likely only one person with a 6.
But I don't get it. What about June?
Well, this is only an educated guess, but I think June's number was never 6 to begin with. Her bracelet was flipped. In other words, June's real number is
9.
Yeah.
That seems the most likely.
Brain hurt. I got you, Collect G. I appreciate you dropping in, man. I catch some Z's, bro. It's important.
Then all this numbered door stuff was just a load of crap?
Why would you say that?
Because if June is 9, then the numbers wouldn't match up. Here, look.
List of all the numbered doors June's gone through.
I'll let you know what I'm writing, okay, Snake? And that's everything. I wrote down which door she went into and with whom. And I wrote what all the numbers were. So if you switch 9 in wherever there's a 6, the numbers don't work. If the digital root is 7, then you can't open door 4. If the digital root is 2, then you can't open door 8.
Clover, do you notice anything interesting on that list?
What do you mean?
You're talking about 3, right?
3?
Santa's always in the room with her. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
Oh, God.
Yes.
Brain
that's-
melting.
What about it?
That's quite simple, really. You told me that the first time you came to this room, Santa was the first to refuse to leave June behind. Now, doesn't that beg the question why? Why would Santa do such a thing? The answer is easy, because Santa can't open door 9 with only 7 in Lotus. Of course, there's only one reason for that. His number isn't actually 3. Santa's real number, 7? Would you be so kind as to modify my sister's equation?
Yeah, sure. This is what you were getting at, right, Snake?
Thank you. That is exactly right, 7.
Ah. Santa has gone through every single room with June. Right? Alright. Interesting. So, wait, let me follow the logic of how you even fucking found that out. That is a fucking mind melter. Found out that the 0 is actually 6. Which was not saying that June is 0, but that there's only one 6, and that 0, 6, and the 6 was just a flipped over 9. I think there's 2 9s. What about 9 Man then?
Santa's true number wasn't 3. It was 0.
No way. Santa is 0?
And June was 9, not 6. Conversely, Santa was 0, not 3.
That explains why Santa gets so pissed off when you are like, oh, I'm running 3, go fuck yourself. Didn't we go in to 3 with June?
Plus 3 and minus 3, they cancel one another out. Nothing appears out of order.
Santa was still playing by the rules of the Nonary game this whole time.
Precisely.
So you're saying Santa planned this whole thing?
I'm not sure if he acted alone or not, but I think it is safe to conclude that he is 0, if my hypothesis is correct.
Snake's hypothesis. Something doesn't seem right. June's bracelet being flipped. Even if that were possible, that would mean there are 2 number 9 bracelets.
That is one question. Who did I go through with the 3? Oh, let me fucking bear with me. It was a 3-door, yeah? Fuck, I forget who I went into the 3-door with. Who did I go through the 3-door with? I think that was a 3-door, yeah? Yeah, 3 was, Oh, that was, Santa in June as well. Fuck. Alright, that actually makes sense then. God damn it. Alright. Clever.
And if that's the case?
All right, that's enough talking. Let's go. It's high time we went through that door.
What about the library, though?
Oh, it's right there.
And now we are stuck in this teeny tiny room.
All right, let's keep going.
I think these stairs go to the bottom deck.
Looks dry.
Let's head down.
Hey, it's a...
This is the Neptune symbol. There must be a key around here somewhere.
Neptune key. I only have the Uranus key card.
It's a different planet. Plus, it's the wrong kind of key.
Well, thanks, you fucking condescending bitch.
Let's turn around and go back for now.
Yeah. Hey, another door. And a card reader this time.
It's the Uranus symbol.
This is the place.
I got the flow. This is... Oh, fuck. Shit, alright. This might not be, something we do all in one night. Oh my god. Thought this ending would be long. It's certainly been a while since I played this game. Like a really, really long time. But, that seems a lot more right. It's all this shit. God damn. I will still keep playing for a little bit longer, though. Well, that just dashed my hopes and dreams, so we'll play for another 40 minutes.
Wow!
Vaguely remember this room being a bitch.
It's totally full of books!
There's so many. I don't know where to look.
All right, if we want to get through that door out there, we need the Neptune key. I say we split up and look for it.
Okay.
Very well.
Sure thing.
Good. Let's get started then. We don't have a lot of time. Hurry.
Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forge of Knowledge. As he began to search for reasons he didn't fully understand, Junpei felt those particular words flow through his mind. Alright, let's look at this shit. Light to the books. What does that mean? Interesting. Well, intelligence often hides itself in the darkness. Have you ever thought about the pages of a book? Each page only sees, what, maybe 2 or 3 minutes of light before the reader's on the next. They spend the rest of their lives locked in darkness. Rather like myself. Oh my god. He needs a fedora, I swear. It's horrible. But don't get me wrong. I complain. Not at all. This music kind of vaguely reminds me of the Ruins Zone music in Sonic Adventure. Kind of, briefly. I live in darkness, yes. That has gifted me with the ability to catch the truths others might miss. I can hear the voices hidden in the darkness, you might say. Oh god. You say anything? They're all just gibberish. Hey, what if we like switch them around? Switch them around? Yeah, if we move them around, they'll spell something. Open. Open here, find bulb. Looks like putting those books in the right order opened this thing up. Hey, that was a piece of cake. You did, Junpei. I guess that turned out well enough. So the letters in the title spell out, open here, find bulb. Light bulb looks like it's brand new, and it's really big, so it'll make a lot of lights. Are property values going up out in space too these days? Man, I guess times are tough for aliens too. One says cosmic inflation. Freaky. Almost another door after it, and then the passageway beyond that. At the end of the passageway is a door with the Neptune symbol engraved on it. Hurry up, we need to find the key with the mark of Neptune. Sounds like a job for the best brother and sister team in the world. It's like 7 and 9 don't even exist. Go over here. Oh god, you can interact with a lot of these. Oh shit. What's a picture book like that doing in there? Looks like it's about Little League. It does seem a little weird that's so different from the others, huh? Maybe you ought to take it with you. The baseball in this one. Come on, Junpei, let's see what's in it. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say it's probably baseball stuff. Whoa. Head. What Clover needs to give to me. This is one of those pop-up books, isn't it? It says head. Head. You mean like where my brain is? View of photochemistry. I think whoever set this up wanted us to see the cover, not the spine. Let's look at it, okay? Oh, looks like there's a whole lot of space behind these books. Look, Junpei, I think there's something hidden behind the books. A new light bulb. Looks like a pretty high wattage one, too. Automated robotic assembly line techniques, huh? What's that? Some sort of comic book? Jeez, I guess the boys really like that stuff, huh? No, you're thinking of a different sort of robot. The book is talking about automated machinery that's used to build things like cars. This one says the golden rabbit and the moon on it. Does that mean that's about a rabbit that lives on the moon? Rabbits are pretty cute, but what's this moon stuff all about? It's talking about the Judas tree that's said to grow on the moon, according to Chinese lettuce. Lettuce, yes. Ancient Chinese lettuce. Teleportation and telepathy. What's this one about? Well, I know what telepathy is, but I've never heard of teleportation. I can't even say that. Teleportation. First, having the ability to travel through time. Kitab al-Zif. Man, this one's got some weird stuff here. I can't even pronounce this one. Who's that? Some famous guy? It's not a person's name. It's the name of a fictional book created by Abdul al-Hazred. It's said to be one of the sources used in the creation of the legendary Book of the Dead, the Necronomicon. Oh, so these are all occult books and stuff. Called Mind Swap. You mean you could, like, change bodies with someone? Well, I guess I wouldn't mind switching bodies with my brother or Junpei too much, but I'd rather die than let Seven switch with me. What the hell? Like, I didn't even want to swap bodies with the little brat, like... Hey, you were just imagining it, you were. Shut up. Yeah, well, he wasn't the only one. Lick my bean all goddamn day. Oh, like a turtle tank. This one says transition of extinct species. We need to hurry up, or we're gonna end up in there. Pages of a book like that. Theory of evolution. Heck, I know this one. That's like that Darwin guy, right? Yeah, well, yes and no. Charles Darwin wrote a book called On the Origin of the Species. In it, he put forth his theory of evolution. I remember that part. He called it natural selection. Exactly. God, there's like so much shit to check out. Does any of this jump out at me? Energy theory, huh? I don't even understand the damn title. Looks like this shelves all science and technology. Energy theory, development of nanotechnology materials. Shit, it's gonna be the fucking plot of Metal Gear Solid 4. Interactions between shortwave energy and matter. What's we got? Listening to you just read those titles gives me a headache. Can't say fancy technology stuff and I get along real well. Keep on talking about that stuff and you're gonna put me to sleep. Black hole hypothesis. Gamma ray astrophysics. This bookshelf has an astronomy theme. Hey, it's another one of those kid picture books. Looks like the other one we found. This one has some Native Americans on the cover. They're called Indians, dickhead. Hey, Junpei, take a look at this one. Native Americans, huh? Maybe it's got some... Whoa. Head like a hole. Kill. Large, round, and kinky. What the fuck? I didn't even see the R. These are lowercase r's. There's this shit. What am I looking at here? Oh god, do I have to find 4 fucking books? Oh god. Great numeric theory. There's another one like that over here. Something like primary number theory or analytical number theory or geometry. Oh my gosh, how did you know? Nobody say anything about those. Well, number theory is usually split up in 4 chief disciplines. A wild guess that the other 3 would be there as well. Looks like I was right. Weird book, Junpei. Indian mathematics. It's funny. How's that funny? Bitch, you racist. Riemann hypothesis. What is there to hypothesize about with a Riemann? Is it pretty straightforward? Heavens no, there are many factors. Length, girth, lubrication, or lack of. It's an exciting and rapidly growing field. Whoa. This one's Goldbach's conjecture. Conjecture, huh? What's it all about? Magic or psychic stuff or something? Right, I bet it's about jewelry, isn't it? They have an odd title, but it's actually a really respectable mathematics book. It deals with one of the unsolved problems of additive number theory. Sorry I say anything. Look, let's not get into this right now, okay? Pythagorean theorem, this is a famous one. Sounds like there are a number of math books in this section. Fuck, I knew there was gonna be a third one. They're very bright though. Hey, didn't we find some kind of really powerful light bulb earlier? Why don't we put into one of those things? Yeah. Well, it'll get a lot brighter, but if there are 3 lights, it means 3 light bulbs. There won't be much point unless we replace all 3. Ah, fuck. Something suspicious about the shelf on the left. Fuck. You know, the kind of lock where you rotate the numbers around until you get the right ones to open it. And no alphabet, not even numerals. I love the Frankenstein head trajection, where the hell it was. Can't even remember what it's called. Listened to it many times though. Your brain kind of shuts off like after like the first minute or 2 of it. It's hard to like stay alert and pay active attention for the whole thing. Wait, what? Wait, what was this sense? Oh, it had to be like that? Or 514. Alright, we'll try this one first. 514 236. Weird. Alright. Gangster computer god. Yeah, but so memorizing. It is really good. Glad someone recorded that. It was originally a letter, right? I don't know why, but I don't feel really particularly happy about being praised for that. Whatever, at least the lock's open now. Let's see if we can get it open. All 6 books seem to be pointing at the cylinder number lock. There, we have the 3rd one, but looks like we're gonna need 3 of these fucking pop-up books. See what we got here. So many books here. I wonder what this one's. Whoa, what's this? Sorry, no, I mean, I'm sorry. Hey, what's the deal with this sappy stuff? Modern Japanese literature, huh? Hey, there's another one of those picture books here. Nice, I found it all. Something about these things feels kind of nice, you know? Brings back good memories. Guess even people like 7 were kids once. No shit, you little brat. Hey guys, cool it. Alright, I'm gonna take this picture book with me. Alright. Another pop-up book, SE-5. What the fuck is this, though? Dad kind. What the hell is this? This kind of must be like fur affinity or something. Isn't that German mathematician? Maybe it's a complication of his works. Compilation, there we are, I can read. Maybe, if it's early enough in the evening. Owen, huh? Owen is enough to go on. Perhaps the English Revolutionary? Leibniz. Books is German. Looks like it's the complete works of something. Never heard of it. I just know what it is. I don't think we'll ever know. Sheldrake? Sheldrake. Isn't Sheldrake... Sheldrake, Owen... Bad kind. Diabetes. Hey, 7, why are the pages sticky? He's a quick one. Can't lit your eyes off him for more than a second. Good. Sheldrake 5. Hey, good, Junpei. Great job, buddy. Just kind of something projecting on the bottom. Letters, they seem familiar.
Sheldrake 5?
I think I saw the rest of this collection somewhere.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere around here.
Let's go take a look.
Okay.
Sheldrake.
Have you heard of him? Sheldrake, I mean.
Yeah, Lotus told me about him.
There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory, morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
Really? From Lotus, huh?
Well, Clover also said something to me about that stuff.
She did?
Yeah, what was it?
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger.
That girl. I told her not to tell anyone.
Hey, motherfucker, this is life or death. The fact that you guys have been hiding this shit this entire game is why we're in this situation.
You did? Why?
Well,
look, man, I didn't push it because we're in a hurry, but I'm kind of sick of this. How about you just tell me, okay?
Tell you what?
Don't give me that. About the experiment.
Ugh. Very well, fine. I'll tell you everything. But not here. Let's move to the top floor. I guess
that's what Snake whispered to Clover at the beginning of the game during the start of the stairs. Was like, don't tell anyone about the ship or the experiment or any of the shit. Because, you know, clearly we're in the situation again.
I suppose I might as well start by telling you why I kept quiet, and why I made sure Clover did as well. To be honest, the explanation is quite simple. Zero told me not to. I had little choice. He didn't walk up and tell me, of course. He gave me a message engraved on a card.
That's a Braille card. It looks just like the one you showed us earlier. So you had 2 cards?
No, only one.
Huh? What do you mean? I thought that card just had some rules for the Nonary game on it.
Yes, it did. And those were the rules I read you. However, they were not the only thing on the card. There was something I didn't read. Well, perhaps I should say, there was something I couldn't read.
And that was?
Tell no one of the events that took place 9 years ago. Tell, and I activate your sister's detonator. It's a threat on our lives.
Oh, well, what about Clover? Did she get a message from Zero too?
I don't believe she did. But doesn't it strike you as strange that Zero would shut my mouth, but not hers?
Yeah.
To be on the safe side, however, I told her it was best not to tell anyone. Still, apparently she told you. That girl.
What's wrong with her telling me? I figured some stuff out with the things she told me. I mean, it looks like the whole activate her detonator thing was just a bluff. She's prancing around downstairs happy as a clam now that you're back.
I had to bring up her clam. You're talking to her brother, for fuck's sake.
That's very true. I've decided I can trust you. I've decided to tell you the truth. The chance that Santa is Zero is very high. I feel I can assume Santa doesn't have the time to observe us at the moment. And at any rate, even if he were, I very much doubt he would kill us.
Why?
Clover told me about the 4-leaf clover, about the word. If he knew about that, then he was in my group during the first experiment. I'm sure of it. He wouldn't kill us, no matter what the situation was.
Hey, Snake?
Yes, I know. You want to know what happened during the experiment?
Yeah.
How much do you know?
Clover told me about...
I see. The morphogenetic field in the experiments 9 years prior. How the experiments had taken place simultaneously at 2 locations. And the girl that died during the experiment. She told you all that, did she?
I think he was saying one on the ship and one in fucking Kansas or some shit.
At any rate, I now know how much you've learned. All that remains for us to determine
is who did this and why, right?
Yes.
Can you tell me what happened?
Yes. The people who organized the initial experiment were from a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals. There were 4 of them running the show. Gentaro Hongo, Nagisa Nijisaki, Teruaki Kubota, Kagachika Musashido.
Speak English, goddammit, you fucking commie.
Hongo was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
They dress like gangsters.
Nijisaki was his right-hand man, and did
From a
the
fucking
lion's share of
Batman
the planning.
cartoon.
Kubota led the company's research and development division. Musashido was their majority stockholder.
Futanari Mitsubishi Samurai. It's a fucking hell of a superhero, dude.
It was these 4 people who planned the initial experiment. Let me simplify it for you. Hongo designed it, and Nijisaki put it all together. Kubota developed the technology required, and Musashido provided the cash.
So it's Hongo, Nijisaki, Kubota, Musashido.
3 of them motherfuckers dead.
Of course, more than 4 people were required to conduct an experiment of this scale. To that end, they organized a top-secret
Gesundheit.
team to assist them with
Exactly.
their research. All in all, they gathered 10 people or so. Those 10 completed their team, and they were able to begin the project. They named it the Nonary Project.
Got some Mexican day laborers from outside of Home Depot to fucking rig all the traps and the doors and the locks.
The purpose of the experiment
Called up
was
ICE
to
to
research
deport
the
them before
prospect
they
of
had to pay 'em.
controlling a human mind through sheer will. The vessel, I suppose you could say, for this control was the morphogenetic field.
Remember the amazing racist? No, I don't. I know the amazing atheist and how he shoved bananas up his ass and decided to leak those videos. This is into public humiliation, I guess.
Why did the glycerin suddenly begin to crystallize? Why did the crystal structure of EDT undergo a sudden change? Why did the rats improve their puzzle-solving skills with each generation? Experiments with humans produced the same results. The more people who knew the answer to a question, the more there were who could answer correctly without having seen the problem before. Why is that? How could it happen? The answer is that the shape of the answer has been stored in a field invisible to the naked eye.
See, now I actually have to rewatch the fucking Frankenstein brain control remote.
And through that field, the resonant event transmits information related to that answer.
Amazing Racist was a dude who did IRL pranks of a racist nature. Like he would hire a bunch of day workers, then drive to ICE. Sounds awesome, actually. Oh, guys, I don't know if you saw this earlier. After we hit this unlock and hit this point, it opened up all the shit, dude. I don't think I'm finishing this fucking game tonight. I'm gonna try to give it the old college try, but holy fucking shit. And this fucking branch right here, like the conditional lock, the conditional ending, where you get like a whole bunch of, essentially like an ending that's far, far better than all the bad endings. You get a bunch of answers, but like everyone still dies. But you know, it reveals Ace is, you know, Hongo and, you know, evil fucking murder and shit, but you don't get all clearly all of this information. I'm assuming it also touches on the Egyptian bitch.
That's essentially the idea behind morphogenetic fields.
But that's just a theory.
Can't bring yourself to believe it?
Yeah.
Let's say someone killed another person because the devil told them to do it. Whether the devil exists or not has no relevance to the murder. They believe the devil exists. Whether or not he does is immaterial.
But that's just a theory. A gay theory. Now Gaijin Goomba to be fucking dunked on by chat while he rages at being called a weeb. Thanks for watching. It really is a terrible fucking channel. It's so fucking bad. I don't understand why anyone would stomach watching any of their videos. It's just like shit retarded clickbait. It really is. You get nothing out of it. And the voiceovers is annoying and condescending.
So what matters here is that Hongo believed in the morphogenetic field.
That's right.
But I still don't get it. You said they wanted to figure out how to control people, right? That is what you were saying.
Yes.
So how are they going to do that with a morphogenetic field?
I'll keep it simple. Let's suppose 10,000 people have solved a certain problem. The chance of you knowing that answer, even if no one has told you, will go up. Let's have another example, shall we? Say 1 million people were to do a handstand right now. Tomorrow, the chances of you doing a handstand would be higher, even if you had heard nothing of this hypothetical mass handstand. Mankind's thought process and actions are all part of a resonant event. All of the resonant events encoded in the fields are projected onto you. Of course, this assumes you believe in this theory. Do you follow so far?
Yeah.
Now, if there was a person who had the same effect as those millions of people, what would happen? If that one person were to do a handstand, other people would find themselves wanting to do handstands as well. Can you imagine what a person with powers like that would be able to do?
It sounds like commie hippie bullshit.
Come on, there's no way.
I'm not done. Imagine another scenario. Imagine another person. This is an ordinary person. Let's say he does a handstand.
Let's say he does a stone cold stunner on Vince McMahon. Everyone else will want to find Vince McMahon and perform a cold stone stunner on him. Not incorrect, for the record.
What if there was someone who could grab the resonant event he created by doing that and use it to make other people do handstands? What would happen then? A person who has the power to write to the field, and someone who can read from the same. You could think of them as the writer and the reader, or the transmitter and the receiver. What would the world be like if there were people with abilities like these?
Stone Cold vs. Vince is one of the all-time greatest wrestling feuds. I was talking to my boss about it. He was showing me. I apparently missed this clip, but where Vince McMahon's like, after he got like, you know, fucked up in the ring, then fucked up on the ambulance on the way to the hospital. Then he's like in the hospital, and it's like really milking, like, oh, Stone Cold's gonna get him. And then like after like 3 or 4 consecutive fake outs where you think it's gonna be Stone Cold but it's not, and it's like he's about to, like, you know, be checked out of the hospital. It's like, all right, just one more check from the other doctor. Doctor, patient's ready. All right, I can dig from here. And then he like just tackles him, starts like beating his like fucking leg in the cast, grabbing the defibrillators and like shocking him. Dude, it's so fucking funny. it's so fucking funny, dude.
So the transmitter's resonant event can be transmitted through the field and sent to the receiver. And then the transmitter can control the receiver however they wish. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes. Close enough, at least.
Come on, that's just crazy.
I'll check that shit out after the stream.
Well, if you want to prove
appreciate it.
that,
Is
then
it
you'll have to
wrestling
test it
related?
first. At least, that was how they thought. That was why they decided to do their experiment. That was how the Nonary project began. By the way, Junpei, have you ever heard of the Gansfeld experiment?
Yeah, that was an experiment in telepathy, right?
I'm a fucking master on the topic, actually.
You place a pair of subjects in
I
separate
talked to
rooms.
Lotus once.
Then you show one a picture and ask the other what they see.
Interesting. I'm impressed. Yes, that is exactly correct.
So, why did you bring up the Gansfeld experiment?
It was used to screen subjects for the Nonary project. The hospital in a remote town was affiliated with Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Hongo used it to conduct experiments on visiting children in secret. Some of them, he found, had potential. He began to gather children that showed promise. Children that seemed as though they might be able to access the field.
It's like a more ambitious, less sleazy John Podesta. Crazy.
Of course, none of them volunteered. They were kidnapped. There were 9 pairs of siblings taken, for 18 children total. For reasons that were not fully understood at the time, each pair had 1 transmitter and 1 receiver. They were split perfectly. As such, the 18 children were split into 2 groups of 9. The children who were put into Group Q were the ones who excelled at transmitting. They were transferred to the mock experiment building known as Building Q in the Nevada desert. The children who excelled at receiving...
How did Japanese
were put in Group
businessmen
A.
get a fucking, like, crazy research building in Nevada desert? I mean, that's like near fucking Area 51 and shit, isn't it?
Group A was then placed on the former hospital ship Gigantic. From the experiments he had conducted so far, Hongo had learned the following.
But why did it have to be on the gigantic, though? Of all fucking things. It's not exactly a inconspicuous way to perform this, like, crazy-ass, criminal-ass project.
There are two things that can increase one's resonance with the fields. The first is epiphany. The other is danger. Have you ever been faced with an especially difficult problem and thought about it very long and very hard until finally an answer suddenly appeared in your mind? It may seem obvious to say so, but that is what is meant by epiphany. The information obtained through that epiphany can be easily transmitted through the fields, where it can be easily interpreted. Adding danger to that equation allows for even easier field access. That's where Hongo came in. They set up a number of puzzles across the gigantic. The participants had to solve each one before they could move to the next room. Of course, he hadn't forgotten to include danger. He had detonated a bomb on the hull of the gigantic. The children in Group A were forced to play the Nonary game as the ship sunk. By forcing the children into a life-or-death situation, Hongo hoped
So
to
it did
increase
not
the
have
likelihood
bomb
of
stomachs.
their
Okay,
tapping
that's
into
just
the
a new
fields.
thing. This is a new wacky twist that we got to experience. Nice.
The children from Group Q, on the other hand, were confined to the mock experiment building, Building Q. Building Q duplicated the interior and puzzles of the gigantic exactly. Every detail was exactly the same. Hongo explained the situation to the children in Group Q. Solve the puzzles you find throughout the rooms. When you have the answers, transmit that information to the children in Group A. If you succeed, they will be able to solve the puzzles and escape. But if you fail, then the gigantic will sink, and your brothers and sisters will drown. Those were his orders. Do you know why the astronauts of Apollo 13 were able to return to Earth safely?
Because they
It was
made a
because
shitty
NASA
movie about
had
it?
access to a replica of the Apollo 13 capsule. All of the equipment, the instruments, everything. All of it identical. Everything was just like the real Apollo 13. NASA was able to replicate the situation the astronauts found themselves in. By putting themselves in the same situation, they attempted to solve the problems the astronauts were dealing with. Once they found solutions, they reported their findings to the men aboard the actual capsule. That was how they were able to return safely. It was the same with the gigantic in Building Q. The children from Group Q had to use the power of epiphany to solve the puzzles they found and transmit what they learned through the fields. The children in Group A, however, they had to access the fields to learn how they might advance to the next stage. That is the simplest explanation I can manage.
Hey, Junpei, Snake!
What the fuck?
How much longer are you two gonna sit around on those bony asses? Get down here already!
We've been down here for 3 hours. In fact, it's like there's submerged in water down here.
He's right. Let's go, shall we?
How have you
we
not
don't
noticed?
have much time. We need to get out of here, and soon.
Hold it. There's one more thing I want to ask you.
Hmm?
Are you sure that there were 18 kids?
Why?
Well, I thought it was only 16.
Oh, yes. That was what they said on the news, wasn't it? Yes. I have no doubt that 18 children were abducted and used in Hongo's experiment. After all, you couldn't exactly play a Nonary game with any less, could you?
Well, yeah, but are you saying that the news got it wrong?
Yes, I am. There were 2 more children. However, they had no relatives that I'm aware of. I imagine no one filed a police report when they went missing.
We're gonna totally get a post-credits sequence where it's like, yes, no one suspected a thing. Yes, they didn't know that I, Revolver Ocelot, was the 9th children, and as were you, Mr. President.
They were brother and sister, like Clover and I. The brother's name was Aoi. The sister's name was... Her name was Akane. That was the girl who died.
Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago?
Damn, I can't wait to talk to her about this. Yo,
Then-
bitch, you know you fucking died?
Who's June? No. That's impossible.
My boner would never lie to me.
Can't be true. Akane isn't that uncommon of a name. If Snake had known her last name, that's a different matter entirely. So they share a name. A lot of other people do too. It doesn't mean anything. It was someone else. Of course it was. It has to be.
Is something wrong, Junpei? Your breathing sounds strange. Oh, no.
I can hear your
nothing.
boner.
I'm fine. Let's get back down there, alright?
So wait, didn't, like, Santa's fucking sister die, though? I would assume that that would be the girl who died. So what the fuck?
What did I ask?
I guess we're gonna figure that out.
What's her last name? I just couldn't get the words to come out.
Alright, let's save here. We're gonna keep playing a little bit longer. It's a little bit longer, though. Sheldrake 5, baby. This is what the shadow picture was pointing to. But didn't it say 5 at the end of the picture? Yes, I think we need to find the 5th volume. Look at that. Big red button on this book. Freaky! What's that sound? It sounded like something really big was moving. It came from the top floor. Alright, let's go check it out. Let's save again. I don't know why, but I'm spooked by this. 13, 14, 10, 13. 13, 14, 10, 13. It's clearly listing the top 4 best Final Fantasy games. So of course 13 would be up there twice, right? Oh, that one video, by the way, the I think I posted a while back, maybe like a month ago. Where it's like in-depth retrospective review of like all 16 Final Fantasy games. The guy did shit on 13. I'm telling you, like, it's impossible to not shit on 13. Unless, of course, you're being a fucking contrarian douchebag, which there is one cunt on YouTube who, does that. For, like, a whole bunch of different, like, JRPGs. And it's weird how, like, you know, smoke there's fire, you know what I mean? Like, when they have one really, really bad take on a game, like hating a good game or liking a really, really bad game, like at least like 70% of the rest of their takes in all their other videos are also equally shit and weird. Like, it's totally contrarian bullshit. It really is. Reminds me of Razor Cuck when OOC, his most recent video, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, out of character. I've expected him to start blowing Israel. Oh, is he like pro-Israel now? I mean, I guess probably always was. He does seem like to be quite a grifter. I actually don't know the OOC acronym. Oh, is this supposed to be letters of the alphabet? Now, does this spell anything? Got his glasses and talked really softly while being pro-Israel. That's fucking weird. Maybe he's getting a big paycheck or some shit. MN. No. Maybe off of this. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't think that's it. Probably spell some word. Ah. 14, and 13. Damn it, I just don't get this. What the hell is the point of these Roman... What is Snake doing? These Roman numerals, we converted them to Arabic numerals. About 13, 14, 10, 13. True, but this keyboard only has letters, so we can only enter 4 letters. Then why don't you just convert the numbers to letters? That's what I fucking did, dickhead. Of course he was wearing eyeliner, like the other hetero men. Yeah, you're already getting strange bedfellows supporting our greatest ally. Yeah, I was thinking about that recently. Just the phrase strange bedfellows. It's like the far, far, far left is also like fuck Israel, which is so always so funny to me. I think it's probably locked. You're feeling kind of rushed, but you do realize it's pointless, right? It's not going to get you anywhere. There's only one thing we can do. Let's go. 13, 14, and 13. Is there like something that I miss here? There's no reason for us to go back downstairs. Alright, all of these... Okay, so it is just... It's probably something simple. $13. You would think it'd be the 13th letter of the alphabet. The M. N M K. What the fuck? Or maybe it's in hexadecimal? I don't know why it would be. 10 would be A. B, 12C, 13D, and E, dead. Is that what it is? Freaky. Yeah, you did, Junpei. It's unlocked now. Good job, Junpei. Whoa there, don't get too excited. Password was dead, remember? Just makes me think whatever's waiting for us isn't good. So what? Jeez, you're such an old lady. Can't be worrying about stuff like that. I mean, come on, we got to unlock, didn't we? Let's go. Let's hurry up. Can't get it open. This thing won't even budge. Why not? We put in the password. What else do we have to do? That means it's the other door? Is there another fucking room? Oh god. There is. This is where we're calling it for the night. Holy shit, dude.
Alright, this is the next.
This is a fucking for real ass ending. Oh my god. It's like a whole sub game within the game.
Oh, the door!
Did that just close on its own?
Don't tell me we can't go back.
I don't know. Let's see. Damn it. It looks like it locks automatically.
Is there any other way out?
Well, there's another door over on the right. There's a card reader next to it. It's got a red light on it, though, so I'm pretty sure it's locked, too.
But there is a card reader, right?
Yeah.
Then perhaps if we find a key card, we could open the door and leave?
Well, yeah, that might work, but...
Hey! Wait a minute. Are you saying we're gonna have to search through this room for one little card?
Oh, man.
Oh, it's not that big. Although I guess we are running out of time, huh?
No way!
For real?
Well, we can sit down and wait to die, if that's what you prefer. I rather doubt that, however. So it would be wise to start looking. We haven't much time. Let's find that key card. Oh, and the Neptune key as well. We won't be able to get through the hallway without it.
What if Santa, Ace, and Lotus and June went through this door instead of the other one? Because I think the other one just leads to the fucking incinerator room, which is the exit. And also death puzzle, but still.
All right then, let's begin.
Word. Alright, as crazy as it sounds, there's gonna be yet another stream of this game. Man, what a long playthrough. There's a lot of game here. I mean, I know I kind of did it in a fucking long-winded way. By, like, wanting to check out all the different endings and, like, watching some of the recaps again and shit. But, like, I don't know, just, like, skipping immediately to the shit you missed just to mark that off the list, I feel like this defeats the purpose a little bit. Man, what a fucking crazy long game. And apparently the sequel's even like more meaty and there's like way more endings to the sequel. And there is a third game, but I don't think the third game, which I think was like straight to PC and shit. I don't think that one was reviewed particularly well. Like it wasn't reviewed terribly, but definitely wasn't reviewed well. But thank you guys for joining me all the same. I wish we could have finished this tonight, and honestly if this was like a Friday or Saturday, probably would have, honestly. Just because I wouldn't care if I was waking up the next day tired, but work is a thing that does exist. I do need my rest. But next stream will honestly probably be tomorrow. Makes sense? Yeah. Probably tomorrow or Friday, but the next stream we do is going to be Silent Hill. So, Silent Hill 2 to be specific. But thank you guys for joining me. Much love. Make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves. Not what that means. You know, take care of yourself. Actually, like, think about how to fucking improve and do shit better and, you know, make sure you're not letting shit fall apart, guys, because you guys are important. Remember, little things. One day at a time. I'm right there with you. Peace out, guys.